Okie dokie, we're in. Yeah, we're matching, Andrew. We both got the gray headbands
Whimsies.
going on. What's up? Hey everybody. D&D time. Richard, take it away. Oop, I'm still on the loading screen. I should actually go into the game.
Okay.
Take it away, DM.
All right. Who would like to recap last episode? It should be fairly quick.
We hit the
Exit through the shit
sewers.
shop is what we called it.
That's a good name. I like that. We hit up the sewers in order to escape. So we had to figure out how to unlock the fancy sewer grates because they were clever and wanted to make sure people couldn't just use a crowbar, any old crowbar, to get down there. So there were special tools needed. We found a way around that after some toying around. And we messed with some of the underground life, including a couple gelatinous cubes, which were fun. A good classic D&D monster, and a couple weird tentacle snakes, and a bigger, angrier boy.
Sorry, bigger, angrier boy. It's such
Bigger,
a good
angrier boy.
descriptor.
Is that it?
I'll pass it there.
I mean, that was it though. We fought the weird like triple limb monster. What was that thing called again, Richard? Like Ongwar or something?
Oh,
Ugyot or
who
something?
can remember?
It's got some
No,
weird name.
Anwar is
It
one
was-
of our characters.
it-
That's me. I'm
Anwar's a-
Anwar.
yeah.
It had like
it was,
Ong or Wan or
Aber-
something in it.
It was an aberrant, like sewage garbage eating monster. Just its whole existence is pain from my perspective.
like the thing from Star Wars in the trash compactor.
Yeah, it's like that, but you see all of it instead of just the tentacle that come up with the eyes.
Something about the three limbs just doesn't sit right with me. Like that's either one too many
Yep.
or one too few. It's not right.
That's
Yep.
biology.
Just
Uh,
this sewer tripod.
So in any case, yeah, that dungeon crawl pretty much took up the whole session. And so yeah, we left off where you guys had just barely been able to sneak out of Stemgarden at roughly 4 a.m. at this point by the time you got out of there. With the help of Arantus's gift that allowed you to cast Pass Without Trace, you were able to make it through to the other side of the water and make it over to land without being spotted by any of the guards up on the wall. And from here, what is it you would like to do? I would say at this point, it is pretty dark because the clouds are starting to gather for the morning rain that's about to be coming in within the next hour or so. And so you're under quite a bit of cover, and you're on somebody's private property right now. You're on somebody's farmland.
Is this someone we would
And
know?
you probably... you would probably know them, Hunter, being the kind of folk hero farmer that you are. Yeah.
Would you say they're friendly neighbors, or is this like a rival farm?
I would say it's in between. It's a guy who certainly really takes his property line seriously and doesn't like intruders, but he's not necessarily like, he doesn't not like you or anything.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
What time of night did you say it was, Richard? Or are we like early
About
morning?
4 a.m.
Okay.
4 a.m., so kind of the darkest just before dawn kind of thing.
Okay.
And given that you're now past the equinox, it's probably fairly chilly as well. It's probably fairly cold.
Okay.
How wet are we right now? Were we able to stay dry?
That is a good question. I know that the floating disc was used, but I don't know how many people could be on it at a time, so I'm not exactly sure.
one
Artem,
person
what
on-
was the deal with that?
One person on the floating disc, but I basically made like a little ice raft that floated on the water. So paddled the ice raft, the disc follows after. So it would have taken 2 trips, but we could get everybody across dry.
Okay. Just so you know, this guy's this farmer growing up, you've known him. His actual name is Mr. Violet, but as a kid growing up, he was often called Mr. Skunk because he'd make such a stink about kids going onto his property and stuff like that. So
Nice.
you affectionately know him as Mr. Skunk, but technically his name's Mr. Violet.
Gotcha.
On
All right.
on the other shore, Audra's gonna like hop off the disc, assuming she probably came over on like the last trip and just hopped off. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I definitely wish to sleep after all of that, and we've missed most of the night at this point.
We can't sleep on Mr. Skunk's property. He'll throw a fit and a half.
Mr. Who?
Farmer owns his place. We should get while the getting's good. Get
Yeah.
while the getting's decent. He's still got some cover.
Still early. He's likely still sleeping, but he's a farmer, so he'll probably be awake soon.
Yeah,
Why don't
we
we
probably
travel
got an
down the
hour before he's
coast?
up for breakfast, another hour before he's out.
So
Tended.
we couldn't crash in his barn without him knowing.
No, I wouldn't chance that.
Well, I
We
could
should try and make it to the tree line.
Yeah, at the very least. South along the beach or east across? What are you thinking?
Say, just let's stay along the coast for now, and then once we're out of anyone's property, cross over into the tree line.
I can work with that.
Aren't there people watching the coast?
There's definitely people who are watching the main road, which more or less hugs the coast. There probably is a dividing line. However, you're probably always on somebody's property if you're hugging along the coast, because that's some good real estate right there. But you could kind of cross over from, field to field, paddock to paddock or whatever. Or you could hug along the main road, or you could cross over into what is generally more farmland and eventually crosses into woods territory.
All right. Well, if it's all property all the way down the river, which makes sense, I say we get to the forest as quick as possible.
Yeah. Anwar, are there any more charges in that one from Arantis of yours? Just to make sure we don't leave
Well-
anything behind on the beach.
How long did it take us to cross the water? We might still have some time left.
Probably not too long. I mean, how many trips did you have to take?
Just two.
Oh, did we cast it right when we emerged?
Yeah,
We cast it as soon as we left to
Oh.
get across.
the second time. Yeah, the second time you did it right before you crossed.
Okay.
So let's say that was like 20 minutes to make 2 trips, and so yeah, you probably have 40 minutes left on your
Okay.
thing.
Excellent. Just so we're not, traceable in the sand.
Yep. Anwar's going to take a step in the sand and then lift his foot up, and then the sand's just going to reform where his foot was.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Gotta get me some magic
When there was
shoes.
one set of footprints on the beach, that is when I cast Pass Without Trace.
You can actually thank Arantis for this. It was his parting gift.
Well, at least he helped us with something.
Let us make
Yeah.
haste for the tree line then.
All right, so you can go ahead and do that. Let's see. Yeah, so on foot you can make it about 30 miles. In an 8-hour trek. The question just is, how far would you want to go before you try to stop for a rest or anything like that?
Personally, minimum distance so that we can sleep is my vote.
Yeah, I think
I don't think we
a little bit inside the woods,
I guess
as long as
safe.
we
Yeah, I don't-
get some cover.
We shouldn't rest anywhere on the open road.
Yeah.
We'll get spotted.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
minimum distance, as in like minimum. Okay, this is far enough in that we can safely rest.
Hmm
Yeah, that's looking to be about 20 miles, it looks like.
Okay.
So it looks like you might have your...
So we're going all day again.
Might have your...
Yeah, but I mean, we're not traveling over road the entire 20 miles. It's traveling through farm fields.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
just time wise,
Hun-
we're going all day, pretty much.
Hunter, you probably have connections with your folk hero feat. If you'd like to find lodging from somebody, you probably could. I would definitely grant that to you, given that you have that feature. It's just up to you on if you want to involve any more people or not on your journey.
Yeah.
But definitely
think
all
that would be
throughout
good.
here, there'd be all there. Yeah, I mean, all the way on your way to the woods, you would probably pass a number of people, some of which definitely would have, a very favorable view of you and probably give you a place to crash.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I would definitely take advantage of that.
Alrighty, well, why don't you go ahead and roll a D100 to see how things go between here and the tree line.
Gladly.
I'm not touching it.
Ooh,
That is a 13.
did you roll?
You rolled
Lucky.
twice.
Ooh.
Lucky 13. Oh wow.
Rolled
I
twice.
did
The
roll
first
me
one was
twice.
29.
Which is might
Oh,
moderately
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
13 would be pretty good.
Come here, Richard. Can I get a marker for where the house is? For where the house that you're going towards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me. Okay. I don't know why, but I suddenly had this thought in my head of that old Mad TV skit, like, okay, I tell you everything. It looked like a house.
Okay, looking like a house.
Gosh, I haven't thought of that skit in a long time.
Didn't age well.
Most things on
No.
Mad TV didn't. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah.
Miss Swan. Oof.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's see if I. Okay.
Nice.
Let's
Right
put it
there.
right over. Yeah.
Tight. Cool.
Oh, is this the Trax house or?
No.
Am I?
No, that's the safe house over here. This is a. Well, Kamira, I guess maybe in character you should say a bit about directions you could be headed, because I don't know
Yeah,
how much
but by the
everybody
sound
knows.
of it, we're going like bare minimum to rest, right? So long
Yeah.
as we don't go
Yeah.
too far off of that trail, I don't think she'd mention it until everyone was rested and be like, "Hey guys, how about this for a heading?"
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So with a 29, you would be heading towards the woods across a number of farms that are totally private property. And as the sun starts to come up, as you're walking along one area of one family that you're thinking, oh, maybe them, you see a guy in overalls and kind of balding in the center, kind of hair around the side, kind of kick open the door. He's got a big old crossbow. He's like, hey, what y'all doing on my farm?
Walking that way. Walking away from where you are as fast as we can. Taking the quick route through. My apologies. We will be out of your hair immediately, sir.
I cast guiding bolts. I'm just kidding.
Hunter?
Hey. Hi.
What you all dolled up for?
Oh, cosplay? We're doing a cosplay.
Ain't kids doing that goddamn foolish.
I know. I got caught up in a trend. I'm gonna.
What you doing?
I'm sorry. I
What
am
you
in
doing
bed.
on my farm, boy?
Long time to explain. I gotta run though. We're running late.
You cutting through?
Yeah, just cutting through. I'll send you. I'll send you a care package for the trouble.
Well, alrighty then. I can't deny that. Wouldn't mind some of that shine you got.
All right. Well, say hi to yours for me.
All right. Well, next time, just don't be a stranger about it. Just come on up. Just come on up the road.
Will do.
All right, get.
Yep.
I got chores. Okay, so the that guy didn't go so well, but a couple houses down further, you find somebody who is just kind of sipping on their morning coffee, and more they just wave. Hunter's that you, boy?
Depends on who's
Is
asking.
there anything? Well, it's just just Miss old Annabelle over here.
Well, for you, hun, sure it is. But if anyone else asks, no, it wasn't.
I understand. Alrighty then. Well, if you need anything, you just let me know, okay?
Will do.
It's just like this old woman who's just kind of smiling and waving at you. If you see your pa, you tell him I said hi now.
You know I will.
Right. So she seems more agreeable. I wanted to give you a little bit more trouble with that 29, but you can still use your feature if you want to. She's more friendly if you did want to get some rest. I don't want
Is
to take
that
the
where-
feature away from you just because of the roll.
Y'all wanna tuck in and get recalibrated?
If this is someone you trust.
Oh,
I
she's
think
sweet.
we should keep going. We should get far away from roads and houses and people that can spot us as soon as possible.
Suppose that's true.
We shouldn't
So-
involve anyone, either.
So
Yeah,
we continue on till the woods then?
Yeah, I'm not thrilled that two people have seen our faces go this way, but hopefully,
Staying with them won't make it any easier for them.
yeah, for sure. All right, let's roll. Whew.
Hunter, I don't
All
want
right,
to
so you push on.
force you to lie to anybody you might know, but if you don't look like how they remember you, if the group wishes to not be seen through these parts, then maybe you pretend like you're not you, if you don't currently look like you.
Suppose that's a good point. I'll work on Spider's voice. How does Spider sound?
All right, my name is Spider. How's this? I like some nice. My name is Spider. Yeah.
No. Please don't
All right,
do
that's
that.
good. All right,
Sounds
my
like someone
throat
I
will-
do not wish to travel with.
How about my name is Spider, and I'm here to cast a web of deceit.
Spider sounds like eggs.
Don't think you should announce that you are casting deceit?
Yeah, probably right. Oh, anyway, look, there's the wood line.
If you get, if you guys are pushing through all the way until you get to the woods, you are going to push to the point where you've been up for over 24 hours. So I'm going to need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Rolled over from a 17.
Oh,
And all my luck's gone, huh?
Is Audra going to be carrying Chimera the rest of the way?
no. Everybody except for Audra. Am I missing somebody?
Hunter.
And
He's got a 13.
No, I'm up there.
Hunter, yeah.
I got a 13.
Oh, are you?
It was the first one who rolled.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. Everybody except for Audra and Hunter take 1 point of exhaustion as you guys are just kind of I get to these woods. But eventually you do. Eventually you do make it into kind of the line of the woods away from everybody else. Finally, when you get to the point where the fields meet the woods, kind of turn back. At least with your passive perception, it doesn't seem like anybody has spotted you. Is there anything anybody would like to do before heading into the woods?
I mean, well, if only Hunter and myself saved, then if Audra and Hunter like talking about like, no, not that voice, whatever, she'd eventually like notice like everyone else looks like pretty rough, and just see how people are doing. Just you all look
Yeah, at this point,
exhausted. Is everything okay?
I would say
think
at this
everybody's
point
tired
the
of shit.
sun is definitely up, but it's muted through the the morning rain that has come in, and all of you guys are just getting soaked, and it's just dreary and miserable this morning.
Are the three of you back there okay? To be frank, I haven't seen you all look that tired.
Is everything alright?
Excuse me
everybody's
for the cleric
tired
being
as shit
concerned
there,
about
Adric.
people's well-being.
I think we need to get everybody some shut eye.
Hmm.
We'll be
As
right
we're
as this ring.
as we're entering the forest, Anwar, probably in the back, we'll be honest, he's probably the slowest one. He's gonna be like looking over his shoulder back towards Stem Garden in the distance and kind of just like, see you soon, I hope, and then go into the woods, saying goodbye to his home.
Right.
I volunteer for first watch while we make camp.
Right.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you can go a little bit in, and so far it doesn't seem like there's any dick monsters or anything else that is disrupting your path at all. So if you'd like to make camp as you have kind of gotten far enough in that you no longer see the field out in the distance, you can
Well, this-
go ahead
this
and do
part-
that if you'd like.
Anus monsters, they're just anus monsters. No? Alright.
I couldn't even hear half of what you said.
Did you say anus monsters?
Yeah, this far south, it's anus monsters.
No
Whatever,
way.
that joke was for me.
Like, so wait, so did we stop outside of it and then go in, or are we like not going in and we're still convening on the outside? Like, I heard there was discussion.
I think
I got
we're
distracted.
we-
I'm sorry.
We're going
You
into
should-
the woods to camp,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
To be
yeah,
just
no.
off, to be in cover, essentially.
Yeah.
Yes.
In that case, like just on the outside, Richard, I mentioned it to you that she would like take a knee and like say a prayer, but also when she closes her eyes to do so, she does not pray and she starts to like fall asleep a little bit, and then she kind of nods and then is up and like, okay, all right, and continues on.
Is that something you're doing like visibly to all of us, or you're like hanging back so we
I
don't see
mean,
it?
I was walking into the woods and then I was like, I'm gonna say a prayer before I come in here to the great. Oh, okay. And then, I mean, I'm not stopping anybody from seeing it, but I'm not.
Gotcha.
How much
So
would it
when-
mess up the stream if I ended the call and then came right back in?
If you want to do that, I just need to switch the screen for a second.
Okay.
1 moment. Okay, if you wish to do that, go ahead. Okay, quick, guys, while Richard's away. We're all level 20. He can't stop us all. Okay,
Can't TPK
Well-
us all.
We'll see if this helps at all.
we
Oh,
signed
that works
up.
great now.
We unionized, by the way, while you were gone. We demand to be level 20.
I'm
He's
afraid
like,
I
let me
can't do
think
that.
about that. Pushes the TPK button.
Best I can do is rocks falling.
Okay. It seems to
I'll
be
respond.
your voice and video are synced now, so that seems to
It does seem better.
be better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well, just every once in a while, I guess I'll just leave the call and
Yeah.
come back in. I don't know.
I mean, and we'll be able to tell because if it gets out of sync, we can see it. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Well, it's good now. So
Okay, well, in any
Woods.
case, yeah, you guys get into the woods, and so far it seems pretty peaceful. So if you'd like to make camp, it is during the middle of the daytime, and the rain is just finally starting to let up a bit. Maybe because you're in the woods and you have more of a canopy cover, but in any case, it's not completely miserable at this point once you're in the woods.
I'd like to roll a survival to build a low smoke fire,
Okay, go ahead and do that.
as my training would have.
Yeah, you do that.
Sweet. So we have cooking and way to dry off that is less likely to reveal our position.
Mm-hmm.
Audra will set up her rain catcher before
Hmm.
before she begins her watch.
You brought that
Oh,
with you?
Normally,
It's just in her pack. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so normally when we get and we make camp, Anwar is very meticulous about setting up his tent in his sleeping bag and and arranging all of his little what are they called? The thing that gets rid of bugs, as his
Citronella.
the citronella like orbs. Um, but he's basically like in his armor, like you can hear the like just like clomping through, and he reaches into his bag of holding. He finds a mossy spot, kind of not too many rocks. He throws out his sleeping bag. He gets a blanket for his head. He drops 3 citronella orbs on the ground, and he's just like boop boop boop, and his armor just opens up, and it like still in the same pose, and he's just gonna collapse onto his sleeping bag and get inside and fall asleep, and his armor is just like frozen where it was.
You literally fell out of it, and it's like T-pose.
Pretty much. It's just kind of it's just kind of like waiting to be utilized again. Like it's like right at the foot of a sleeping bag.
That's fantastic.
You know what you need? You need a sleeping suit, so you can just hit a button, and like it padding just goes like, and then you can just like fall over.
Good night. A weighted body blanket. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So who's taking first watch?
Andrew grabbed that. I'm gonna try to get some rest, and I'll take second shift, I guess. Let everyone else get a full, like a nice uninterrupted sleep.
Ooh, you making a thing?
I think he's just showing Artem how he can make the 3 things. I don't know.
Yeah, this citronella, it can make a smell or a
Ah.
Dope.
a certain type of sense, and I've been using them as citronella while we're in the swamp and woods
Smart.
to keep the bugs at bay.
Hell yeah.
Very smart.
Not useless.
Does anybody join Audra for the first watch?
Don't think I can.
It's
Not if we
fine.
want the
She
long
can talk
rest.
to you when you wake up.
A long rest does include 2 hours of like leisurely activity, which like includes standing watch by the official rules. Just so you know.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, even
interesting.
then, with the natural one, I don't even think she'd be able to like feasibly get the hammock up. Like she lays it out to like tie it, and then she's just like, no.
I feel like
And
it's
then
like
The
we're
little
like
tarp
walking...
that she uses for rain cover, she'll like use that to sleep on that with it over top of her to protect her from rain.
I feel like we'd be like walking, and everybody makes those rolls, and like we turn around like half mile later, and we go, "Wait, where's Kamir?" And then you're just in the woods or in the field, like just like on your
mean-
back.
I've felt that way a few times, yeah.
Same.
So we need at least 4 watches then for everybody to get a long rest.
I guess so. Yeah, I've been a little lenient with it, where it was like just 2, where it just like so we could have more RP moments with more than 1 person at a time. So whatever you guys want to do, I'm not gonna be too much of a stickler on it. But in any case, yeah, whoever is watching first, you'll definitely notice that this area is actually quite calm, especially once the rain kind of subsides. You just start to hear all sorts of little bugs and birds, making their songs, and it sounds kind of nice. Every once in a while, you hear the rustling of a little squirrel kind of hopping through the forest, and then just kind of scurrying up a tree and stuff like that. It is really calm and peaceful, which is a nice, tranquil relief from everything you've been through recently.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, she's not gonna do anything too, particular on her watch. Just keep the watch, and I mean, I guess the only thing she would do like briefly when it starts, everybody else is like asleep, or whatever. She'll sit up, find a tree stump or something, kind of plant her sword down and just observe, and then at some point she'll just look at the new symbol that's on her sword, which is for both Sylvanas and Antar, and she'll just kind of like look up toward the skies and just say, well, thank you both. It's apparent that this new power from the 2 of you is going to be very useful. We all handled ourselves, frankly, very well in those tunnels coming out of the city, and I'm proud to be traveling with this group. Thank you both for what you've given me, and thank you for this group of new friends and companions. Ones that I can keep safe and protected and, benefit from some of that safety and protection myself. I know this is
As you look around,
I know this is a
Sorry,
path
go
of
ahead.
vengeance I'm on, but the respite and the companionship is appreciated. End of prayer.
as you finish your prayer and look around, you notice that it's just the lightest gray area you've seen. Just it's like, not nearly so much shit here. This is
yeah.
This is mildly not awful. This is kind of nice.
Oh, and she tacks on like P.S. Anything we can do about getting rid of the tattoo would be great. Still working on that.
Alrighty. So your watch goes by without any incident.
Cool.
Who will be next?
It'll be me.
All right, just Hunter or anybody with Hunter?
That's up to anyone else,
I
but I
would try
assume you're
to-
sleeping deep.
I think I'd try to take watch with Hunter if I could wake up.
Yeah, I'd say so. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So Audra's gonna pass out, and it'll be Chimera and Hunter together, kind of watching around.
I'm gonna kind of walk over and put Leshe's mark on a tree, and spend some time pacing around, drying my clothes and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my disgusting tobacco and pipe out, and I'm gonna try to smoke some of it just to like maybe wake myself up. And while I do, Hunter Valentine, my darling,
Yeah.
I have a hypothetical I'd like to throw at you.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't throw things at me.
Gently pass. How about?
Oh, all right, but you got to explain to me what a hypothetical is.
A scenario of sorts.
Oh, okay, one of them. Okay, I
Would
got
you rather, if you will?
I've read it. I hadn't heard the word out before, so thank you for this.
You're wonderful. So let's say that you catch word of somebody that can maybe put you to rights, as it were.
Yeah.
But you know that it is not a guarantee. There is
I'll
a
do it.
possibility. Oh, okay. Well, just nip that hypothetical right in the bud. I was going to ask if you don't even get your hopes up, but in that case,
Yeah, I need to get normal again. At least as
Okay.
normal as I was.
I understand.
Me.
I understand completely.
Good old Hunter Valentine.
Well, a few hours off round that way, is an old family friend. And I think she might be able to help you with your problem.
Really?
Growing up, she always had... The pet in itself was a curiosity. Like, I'd never seen one before in my life. But what the kicker was not what the pet was, but who, she said, it was. She said that it was once her sister. Now, that either implies that she herself has some interesting magic, or she at least knows somebody. Or she could be lying through her teeth, and she has for many, 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 many years.
Yeah.
But
She might have smoked some funny things that wasn't tobacco.
she was pretty insistent on it throughout my childhood. And really, it's not too far off of our heading. And if anybody else needs a little bit more persuading, there might be something beneficial for the rest of us as well. Or at least maybe I've been thinking Anwar's parents, really. Specifically.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
You're
You
down.
gotta vote in my corner. You gotta vote. You know what I mean. I got you.
All right. Well, I hope it pans out. Maybe when the rest of them wake up, we can pitch it at them. See if we can't take a little bit of a day trip over that way.
Hell yeah. Be ready to get my skin back to normal.
So long as you're comfortable in your skin, darling.
Right now, I'm not.
I
Everything
know,
feels
and that's
weird.
it's
and
important that you get to write. But
Everything
yeah.
feels like warmer, you know?
warmer.
It's like a little warm. Yeah, it's weird. Like,
Aren't I apology for maybe an insensitive question, but aren't tieflings naturally accustomed to heat or fire at least?
right, and everything feels like warmer right now. Like I don't
Yeah.
like it. It's like swampy.
Oh,
Ooh.
swampy.
Yeah. Like I'm swimming in the air right now.
Yeah, I think I would like that put to rights for you, dear.
It'd be much
Swampy.
appreciated. Yeah.
In the meantime, try to help me get rid of this tobacco, if you would, so I can
Thank-
justify buying something else.
I think I can assist with that.
Yes.
When you take a puff of
Oh, no.
tobacco, Hunter, you hear a little voice in your head, almost as if it's like the experience recalls a memory for you, and you just hear a voice saying like, "Hey, has anyone got a light?" And that's really it. That's all you. It's just kind of this deja vu almost. It's hard to pin down where it came from.
Yeah, I'll just shake it off and.
Who's up next for watch? I think at this point, Rain would have finished your trance by this point.
Oh, I don't have a. Do I have a trance?
Oh, that was
You're-
just an elf.
oh, right, you're not
I
an
think that's
elf.
just elves. Yeah.
That was
I
Lady
keep-
E's
I
move,
keep-
right?
I keep on thinking you're an elf. Yeah,
Daughter
no,
of an
I'm
elf.
sorry, I'm getting
Not quite
mixed
the
up.
same thing.
Do we know what Rain is yet? Have you
Daughter-
revealed
da-
it to the
No,
characters?
No one's
well,
asked.
I mean, she
Alright.
has gills. She has gills, so that's
What?
something. But
On the face,
Yeah.
or are we talking like the deep
Look,
from the
no,
boy's
on her
creepy
neck.
gut
Oh,
gills?
no, on the neck.
Okay. Did I just
No,
never?
on the neck, she's got gills.
Did I just never notice that in your character art?
Well,
I didn't.
probably.
I'd say by this point, Anwar and Rain could take, unless Rain wants to keep sleeping, could take the last watch.
No, we can take the last watch.
All right. So Hunter and Chimera, after a couple hours of kind of staying on watch, you start to feel pretty tired again. You're like, all right, I want to finish up the rest of my sleep. And you two tap Rain and Anwar, and then they will be the next watch, the final watch for the, I guess not for the night, for the day.
She like sits very awkwardly because she doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, I feel like we're opposite sides of the fire. Anwar's gonna just kind of like get a little wisp of produced flame and toss it into the fire to kind of keep it going.
Yo,
So,
I never noticed skills. Wow.
You're a fugitive now. How's that feel?
Probably about the same as you feel right now.
It's definitely not the path I saw myself going down.
Your parents, when we find them, what do you think we should do about that?
You know, that's a really good question. In my head, I see three main possibilities. And I can walk you through each one. We get there, they haven't been picked up yet, They have no idea what's going on, and we have to convince them to go to a safe house. We get there, they've been harassed or already picked up, possibly tortured. They hate me, and then we have to convince them to go to a safe house. We get there, they're currently being picked up, they're being tortured for information. We have to go save them, and then we got to convince them to go to a safe house.
Well,
That's the way I see it right now.
none are good options, but
Yeah.
we have a small lead on the Empire.
Right.
So I'm not saying that uh, we'll have a lot of time when we reach Waterwheel.
I did send them a message, a coded message, informing them of the explosion. But
The
I also,
one that was intercepted?
it was intercepted.
Yes, I told you this.
Oh, did you find the hidden message in it?
I'm not sure if they did, only that they did intercept it as they were watching you before you had sent it off.
Right. Well, I banked that they hadn't taken any um, primordial typography classes because I use the different font styles to send an encrypted message to them. Basically,
Almost
to-
like almost like instinctually, like as she's poking at the fire, she's like, well, they might have taken it to your parents and probed their mind as they read it. I mean, maybe.
it was just like a pretty basic letter. Hey, Mom and Dad, how are you? There's been a terrorist attack. Love you. See you soon. But I told them in the message to stay away, as it wasn't safe. So they seem to pick up on my clues so far, even if they don't have any idea what I do in my spare time.
Perhaps that may be for the best.
I was hoping to keep them safe and out of this life, but it seems the Empire just honed in on us. I joined like 2 weeks ago. Do you have family?
Uh, yeah. My mother. She lives in Nibble. I actually haven't been back there in years. I miss her.
And your dad? If that's okay to ask.
Oh, he died some years ago when I was just a child. I barely remember him. He's actually the reason why I joined the Empire in the first place. He kept the peace, and there's a lot of glory behind him, but it's not quite what the story's told.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. That's your father.
It happens.
Can I be honest with you for a second?
Of course.
When you sent me that mind message, however you did that, I was fully expecting one of the Illithid to walk in to my house and basically mind wipe all of us and kill us immediately.
No, no. I am a little unsure of how it works, but whatever magic this is from this book, it's quite different from what the Illithid do. I know it may seem a little invasive, but it's just a voice. And a different source. The Illithid don't use magic as far as I know. They just have the powers with their minds. This is fey magic of some sort.
And that's actually what kind of sold me on you, to be honest, is up until that point, whatever tricks, mind magic illusion, whatever mind melding powers, once I saw that book, I knew that you were just as much deep trouble as us.
Probably, yes. If they had found this on me, well, that would have been bad. I suppose, for all I know, they may have found out about me sooner or later anyway.
Thing about fighting and wars is you can have swords and bows, men, women, fortresses, numbers, but none of that matters if you don't have the knowledge to back it up. And that book represents knowledge. You're one of the most dangerous people to the Empire right now.
Well, I doubt that. I wasn't that good at the swords and shields and all of that.
Well, you certainly held your own back there. Okay, so be honest, you were in acquisitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how much trouble would that suit back there have gotten me in? I reverse engineered one of your constructs.
Gallows comes to mind.
Okay. Let's. I guess that's what I was about expecting.
You know, it's probably a good thing that you weren't found out, and I would have had to carry that thing all the way back to the keep.
Someone would have.
Well, it looks heavy. You made that?
Yeah. Dad's a tinkerer, Mentor's a armor smith, and happened to find a very, very nice piece of scrap one night, and the rest of it kind of all just managed to fit into place.
Well, it is very impressive. Can anybody operate it, or is it linked to you somehow?
Anyone who's read as many books and avoided as many dates as I have, yes.
She sort of looks at it for a second and is like,
It would require a lot of training.
I see.
But if the day ever came where I could train others, show others, it could definitely tip the tides.
Well, a whole army of those would certainly make the Illithid think twice.
I had one more question for you. You mentioned something about names before, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have powers from names. Is that a thing?
As far as the Fae are concerned, it is. If you use the name in a spell, it's quite easy to cast, actually.
Does the name Agonazar mean anything to you?
Roll for
don't-
initiative.
I mean, should I roll something for that?
I would say no. It wouldn't really make sense for you to know.
Not off the top of my head. As I said, if the name is part of the spell, I can cast it easier. I don't necessarily know all names.
I don't know. I just thought
I
throw it out there.
if you wanna roll for it, I might have something for you.
Okay, what should I roll?
It'd be history.
Oh, good. Ooh.
It's really good. Just by the structure of the syllables and everything, and maybe some of the root words, you definitely would have an idea. Like this is a name that comes from the southern continent in the whatever region, yet to be the desert region. You would know that much, and that it has. Is it Ingen? What is the primordial sub language? Ingnan. Yeah, you would definitely have an idea of at least its like root origin, but beyond that, you don't know.
It's exotic and from the south and parts of your language, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned names having power. I've just never heard that before, and then I feel like I hear it all the time now.
Well, there's truth in many reasons.
All right. Well, we'll just kind of fast forward to when everybody is waking up, and we'll say that people wake up around late afternoon. And judging how far you have gone so far, you judge that maybe another 2 to 3 hours, like sometime between supper time and sundown, is when you would reach. Well, I guess where Chimera, that's where you would estimate like how long it would take. It would probably take you sometime between 2 to 3 hours to finish out your journey to where it is you would like to potentially go if the rest of the party's up for it. So, Chimera, I'll leave it. I'll put the ball in your court.
The plan is water wheel, correct? What if...
Sorry, I missed the first half.
No, you're good. What if, friends, ally, my childhood home is a few miles that way. And it currently, or was, it could potentially be completely occupied, but my family abandoned it. I was kind of thinking we can swing by and maybe spruce it up for maybe sending Anwar's parents there, or using it as a place for us to hide, or somewhere off the beaten path, anyway.
That gets my vote. I'm all for it, and have just heard about this right now for the first time.
Thank you, darling.
Chimera, that'd be great. I guess it would be good to know if it was still there. When was the last time you've seen it?
Several years ago when I moved to the city to get married. So...
Isn't that 20 years ago?
It's been a minute.
So there might be some damage, is what I'm hearing.
There might be some structural problems. If it helps, my parents didn't leave there until like 2 or 3 years after. So really, the number is a little smaller. But if that place is not well, there might be others in the vicinity to check out, perhaps, maybe. Place off the beaten path. We wouldn't be walking the main road in the broad daylight. We'd be more inward.
Audra pulls down like a little bit to like show off the tattoo a little bit. Could your friends perhaps do something about this as well?
I mean, honestly, it might be in her wheelhouse if she was telling the truth when I was a child. So, also, I didn't mention the friends quite yet, but I mean, if you were eavesdropping last night, I would understand.
Wasn't.
Well,
I was asleep.
Friends were not mentioned yet. She's burying the lead actively.
What friends are these?
I didn't mention any friends, darling. You're the one that keeps mentioning friends. But if that's the case, I have a friend that can maybe potentially help Hunter with his current problem.
What is your problem?
He's grey. He
Is
wasn't
he
wasn't always grey.
Oh.
I guess Rain didn't know him otherwise.
I find that hard to believe because people know me around town. I'm kind of a big deal.
Well, I arrived 2 days ago.
You arrived 2 days ago. All right. Okay.
With the
And-
Empire. Let's remember she arrived with the Empire.
Right. You arrived with the Empire, and
Mhm.
all right.
on a cart, several very smelly soldiers. You don't bathe very often.
Yeah, I generally find those soldiers to be stinky. They reek as something. I mean, personally, I know I have a very vested interest in this, but I would like to get this whole deal kind of situated.
Him being comfortable in his own skin is pretty important for his own safety, I feel, in the long run.
Like, look at this, and I'll go like kind of touch some of the hot stuff in the fire a little bit, and go, dang it, like that hurts. That hurts. It's not supposed to hurt like that.
Absolutely,
you don't
we
see
should
it
go.
like obviously, but Anwar kind of looks at Hunter's like, I can't believe that hurts you.
It ain't right. It just ain't right. Okay?
How embarrassing.
Pathetic.
No, right? I know.
If it can help you and we can find a place for Anwar's parents, I don't see a reason not to.
I
And
don't
really,
mind either.
it's just a couple hours off the main trail, so if we hoof it, we might
Seems
make time.
seems like we're all fine with it. And hey, should things go south while we're there, I just want to say we all handled ourselves very, very well down in those sewers, so I'm a little more confident about us in other stressful situations.
As long as we don't run up against a tree.
And Clementine could even take a look for us a little closer without us having to go to the house. And her cat steps out from behind her.
Oh, well, look at you.
You have a cat.
Yes. This is Clementine. She's mean, but
Now, there's no such thing as a mean cat.
well.
I think that's most cats actually.
I have to disagree with you on that one, Hunter.
Doesn't the cat have like
Okay.
one green eye and one blue eye or something like that?
So it's
Ooh.
Like an orange cat.
Yeah, it's like currently it's like a Maine Coon, but like with the tabby orange coloring
Oh,
and
It's a
one
Maine
green
Coon
eye-
cat named Clementine.
Yes,
Shit.
with
my God.
red green or
Is she up for
blue green
adoption?
eyes.
I would die
No.
for Clementine. God dang it.
Anwar kind
You
of
You should
shifts
stop
over.
saying that because those people end up dying.
Every time we
I
say
know.
that,
Technically,
Oh, Anwar
Clementine
shifts over
can't
to-
die.
And
Uh,
then it's
good.
her
and it's like says,
How large is Clementine? If she's
the
that
size of
breed.
an actual cat.
Maine Coon, like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Maine Coon. No.
So she is like the size of that breed.
a nice foot and a half.
Alrighty.
Audra, maybe you should get the zone of truth,
Mhm.
just in case.
In case of
The
what?
cat.
The cat isn't a cat?
Maybe the cat is the spy.
Brain,
Sorry,
Yes.
that was
are you
over
comfortable with another of our truth sessions?
On me? I mean, I suppose.
Apparently some people have doubts.
Listen, we just fought spy mice or spy rats. I feel like it's a legitimate concern.
You mean the cat? Clementine can't speak.
Maybe that's what Clementine wants us to think.
I think Clementine
That
would like.
episode of Love, Death,
tuna.
and Robots.
All right. Well, if we are, right now my thoughts of what to do with my family is, and Anwar looks at his hand where he's written down notes, and it's like all bad circled. Maybe we should check this place out.
All right. Well, if you head in that direction, eventually you'll kind of hit a fork in the road or in the paths,
The last thing I do before we leave.
and it's.
Oh,
Yep,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm gonna switch
Sounds
over
like
so
you're on
people can
sync
see
again.
the dog more.
Last
Please
thing I
have
want to do.
Lena
before-
DM for us for a little bit, Richard.
last thing I do before.
Oh, this
we
one's
go
Sydney.
is-
Oh, Sydney, my bad. rough, and then you give the DM all the treats.
I think you got some lag again. Yeah, last thing I do, you'll see Hunter kind of like,
You're good.
you'll see Hunter kind of like muttering to himself, kind of staring off away from the group, and then like kind of he'll pull his incisor out and just like jam it into the tree under Leshe's symbol,
Ooh, interesting.
and kind of. All right, let's get on out of here.
That is.
Hunter, no.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
With your tooth?
What? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Well, that is why I'm asking.
Damn it. That's so dumb. I love it.
One of the best videos. One of the best. So am I zone of truthing both Rain and Hunter then?
No, I'm good. You don't get nothing from me. I'm like a steel trap.
She like puts down her hands from
God.
like doing the casting motion. Very well.
Oh.
So as I was saying, when you go along your journey, eventually there will be kind of a split path. You can either go towards the old house, or you could go towards the friend's house. And it's about equal distance from kind of that split point, Chimera, as you're kind of guiding people through the forest.
I think it might behoove us to get one knocked out a little faster than the other. So I'd like to maybe go towards Inga's house. Just because the state of that other place is not going to change, like, in the span of a few hours, hopefully.
What if it's on fire right now?
Well, it's
Fire
raining.
right now, and we could leave it. And we're taking our water wizard the other way.
I mean, we could
Damn it.
get to your house, set it up real fast, and like
I mean,
that way we have a place to lay low.
Oh,
Now let's go check out Inga.
No. It might be burning. We need to go check on it. I'm honestly good either way, though.
Go check out Inga. You're the one leading us. You tell us.
I'd like to maybe go see to Inga, just because if that's a no, then it's a all right, bye, we're out. But
Okay.
yeah, so we'll go that way.
All right. So you head on that way towards Inga's old place. Go ahead and roll, I guess, a survival check, because it's been like 20 years since you've been to her place before. So just to make sure that you've, after all these years, you can kind of find the right paths and stuff like that. And
My feet
Get your
says
way
I'm
there.
totally stellar with geography.
oh, that's true. Then I'll
Or
just
not
give
my
it to you. You
feet, but
can
my
just do it.
feature. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you're with your feature. Then you're totally good. You don't need to roll for it.
Cool.
All right, yeah. So yeah, you were able to make your way over there, and eventually you see an old log cabin that's kind of nestled in between a number of big trees that have kind of grown over on top of it. And you see all sorts of flowers around, and like way more than you'd expect, different like squirrels and bunnies and other animals that have just kind of populated and seem to feel right at home in this wooden cottage in the middle of the woods. It has a very majestic feel to it. And by the time that you get there, it's definitely like around supper time. You can see some smoke coming up through a little chimney, and you get what would the smell be? I guess it would smell similar to like a stew or something. It definitely smells like she's cooking something. It doesn't smell particularly great, but it smells like food.
Inga's definitely home.
It definitely has a little bit of a stinging feel. Maybe
What's
there
the
was some
vibe,
onions in
Richard?
it or something. I don't know. What was that?
Definitely still Inga.
What's the vibe?
The general vibe appears to be pretty good, like especially with all this wildlife that seems to be so at peace and home there, that it definitely feels pretty safe. and just kind of listening around, you just hear all sorts of birds chirping and other things. There's nothing that at an instinctual level is giving you any red flags.
Should I send Clementine to the window, perhaps?
I don't know. She's kind of grumpy. And I think you just said that she wasn't a spy, and I'm gonna just go ahead and start approaching.
You're gonna go ahead and approach the door.
Yeah.
All right. Is everybody just hanging back while Kamir goes and approaches the door? All right. While you go, while you go over, there's like kind of a front porch area with some nice kind of rocking seats, and you definitely see that there are some tables and stuff with like various cups and plates that have just kind of been left out or not cups, I should say, more like bowls or plates that have been left out for various animals just come up and nibble on things and stuff. And you go up and you knock on the door, and very shortly after you hear a muffled like just, and definitely you just kind of hear a little bit of thumping. It seems like it takes her a bit. I think the last time you saw her, she was in like her 60s, so she'd be in her 80s now.
Quite old. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like in her late 60s. Now she's in her late 80s, so she is quite old. But she eventually comes over. She opens the door, and even just the people kind of standing back from a little bit further back, you see this very plump old woman with a cane, and she's got this like kind of, it almost looks like a pseudo dragon or something, but it's just kind of all leathery black. And just kind of on her shoulder, and she's just kind of dressed down in all sorts of rags. Just her face is covered in wrinkles, and she's got white hair that's kind of frizzy and not that well kept. That kind of just kind of dangles down past her shoulder line. She looks up, and she's probably, especially compared to Kamira, she's quite small. She's probably only like, maybe when she was in her prime, like 5'4", so now she's more like 5 foot. And she kind of looks up. Oh my gosh, she's dead! Is that little Kami?
Hello, Inga. I love her to
it
pieces.
Aw.
It's been quite a long time. This is such a treat. I'm gonna have her roll a disadvantage to see if she even spots the other people.
I've seen this art before. A good use of it.
Yeah, she actually does. This was all Sydney coming up with this character.
Nice.
She is gonna, and you've brought some people. What brings you out here after so long?
I know
You're not
it's...
in any trouble, are you?
Oh, always
On the
in
run.
trouble. No, and I'm so sorry to come here with some, like, motive at hand. I was actually wondering if you could maybe see to my friend about something. I feel awful now that I think about it, visiting after all these years with, like, I need this, but, here we are.
Well, come on in and sit a spell. Would you like some tea? Come on in, everybody. If they're friends of yours, they're friends of mine. She's just gonna waddle over back to the kitchen.
As
Quite
we
nice.
walk in, Anwar is gonna like probably Adra. It's like, be honest, when you said someone to take care of it, I was kind of expecting like a witch.
I have to be
Probably
honest
wrong on.
with you as well. I was expecting the same. Zona Truth is always ready.
No, she's quite pleasant.
Thank you.
You go inside, and there, like, the entire house is just absolutely filthy, covered in all sorts of books and other random, like, cups and bowls and plates left out for various animals. There's cat hair, like, everywhere. There's not really a good place to sit, but you just see stacks upon stacks of books and, like, incomplete alchemy sets of like brewing potions and stuff like that. Like, there's just random canisters of various components left all over the place. Oh, don't mind that. Just move all that. Just move it over the corner, and you can sit wherever. And there is kind of like a nice couch beneath everything else, as well as some other kind of rocking chairs and things like that.
I
I've
absolutely
got
will
black
start
tea
to
and I got black tea and green tea and mushroom tea. Does anybody want anything?
I'll have a black if you would. Do you want me to make it, Inga? You can sit down.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure. But why don't you come in and tell me how I can help while I'm pouring this? I'll just put it on the kettle here, and she's just gonna, pour in some stuff, and then just kind of, she's gonna snap her fingers, and then a light will come up, or a little fire will come up beneath the kettle, and then it's gonna slowly start to heat up.
Audra's gonna take a position almost like a bouncer by the door, like an entrance to the home.
Okay. You are definitely, with your height, just towering over, and like your head is maybe, you only have about a foot of clearance between that and the ceiling. Like you could just easily put your hand up and be touching the ceiling.
Hunter, Inga, this is my friend Hunter. He's the one that we're actually here to ask about. Hunter, if you'd like to maybe tell her what is actually going on with you.
Hi there. Yeah. My name's Hunter, as was previously mentioned. I seem to have fallen upon some sort of I've gone gray a little early, you could say. I don't like that. And how much do I know the cause of this?
It's pretty clear that it has something to do with a hag's curse.
Gotcha.
I would think.
Gonna be honest here. May have made an agreement with a swamp lady, and didn't work out too grand for me. Because now the horns, those are me. That's all me. But like the green and the gray color scheme, that's new.
All right, well, let me take a look at you, young man. And she's gonna come over, and then she's gonna like see a bug that's like crawling across the counter. She's just gonna snatch it real quick, like really fast reflexes for how slow she's been moving so far, and she just feeds it over to her little dragon-like looking thing. She's like, here you go, sister. She's going to walk over to you. She's just gonna like grab you, just kind of look at you, and you say, "Let me get a good look at you." She's gonna like check behind your ears. She's gonna grab your hand, turn it over, look on each side. And was this a hag of some sort or a witch?
I mean, I think that'd be a rude thing to call her, but by profession, I suppose that's a yes.
Listen, honey,
yeah.
It's not about rudeness. You have to understand there's a difference. Like, I'm a witch.
Oh,
but
right.
I'm not a hag. There's a difference.
Anwar and Audra shoot each other a look.
I don't know.
It's the
Pam. They're the same picture from the Office thing.
Hags, they will always try to get the better end of a deal from you. They think that ugliness is beauty, and I think beauty is beauty. I think you look beautiful just the way you are, but if you would prefer to look more red in the skin, is that what you're saying, or were you blue or purple?
You know, it was a little light red, kind of a dusty rose.
Yes, but more of a infernal line, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, what Anwar can do
that's the issue.
Is he can cast Minor Illusion. So right next to Hunter is, and Anwar's pretty smart, so he's got a pretty good memory, is an exact like cardboard cutout replica of what it used to look like.
I mean, these guys could tell. Whoa! Oh, right. Yeah, like
Uh-huh.
that.
What's that?
I know what ails you, young man. You've got a case of the hex blood.
That don't
Shush!
sound great.
See, even just saying the word gets all my animals all riled up. Well, luckily for you, this is not something that is permanent. We can fix it, but I must warn you. Maybe not warn, but I should just let you know you have options. I know of 3 ways that we could get rid of this hex blood curse, but well, listen, there's easy, there's cheap, and there's fast. And you can only have 2. You could do the easy and cheap way for yourself. That would be a daily ritual. You just come in every day and you would just lay down and I would do a little ceremony for you, but it would take about an hour each day for about a month. Or if you want it easy and fast, it ain't gonna be cheap. That will require some heavy-duty components. That will be requiring a diamond of value of at least 300 gold plus another 300 gold on top, just for my own troubles.
Yeah,
And then
that's-
if you want cheap and fast, it's not gonna be easy for you. That will require a ritual that I will put the burden on you, and if your friends wish to join, they could join as well. And that would be a ceremony that could be over fairly quickly and not require nearly as much of the components. But
that's
essentially, each of you would. No, go ahead.
Is that like a blood orgy thing? Because I'm not.
No, orgies.
Audra,
guys,
leaning
why
up
is it
against the
always
door, is
what
like,
the orgies.
Okay, all right, good, cool.
No, that's option number 4, but I never bring up option number 4 because no one ever wants to go for it.
I'm tired of hearing no.
Igna, we don't need option number 4.
I can only be rejected so many times. But in any case,
Inga.
that ritual would essentially everybody has a demi-plane within themselves that consists of your soul, your heart, your blood, everything. It's a chaotic demi-plane, as chaotic as the abyss itself. And well, essentially we could bring you all into it metaphysically as part of a trance-like ritual. That would be the cheap and fast way to do it, but again, you could do the easy and cheap, but it won't be fast, or you could do the easy and fast, but it won't be cheap. So those are your 3 options.
Now, am I gonna get my tooth back, or should I wait till the tooth is back and then get this whole thing done?
I have a feeling you'd get your tooth back if you took it out as part of your hex blood.
Yep, kinda did. Kinda. Oh, speaking of,
I have a feeling you would get the tooth back then.
are we within 10 miles of where we had camped?
Yeah, just barely. Yep.
Okay, I gotta. I'll check on a thing real fast, and Hunter's eyes like roll back in his head, and like his body is still, but his head just like twitches around a lot, and he's going to do the remote viewing thing to see to check the old campsite.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
As
Can
you're
you get rid of that, please, as soon as possible.
yeah, as you're doing that, she's like, "Get that hex blood out of my house!" just like move, trying to move you out.
Feel or
Oh,
hear
you
any
can't-
of it.
No, she's just calling on other people, like, "Get him out! He can come back in when he's done."
I'll
Does
I'll,
anybody help move him?
I will, yeah.
Okay. Hunter, you kind of warg over to that place, where you see one of those squirrels who's like in between jumps, like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it to the other side. Bleep! And then like just fall down on the ground and not quite make it. And it kind of looks up around and it looks. That guy has like this shrug, like, well, at least nobody saw that, and scurries off.
Nice. So but
That's all
nothing-
you see. When you come back to, you're on the front porch.
I think well that doesn't take me too long. I think they're still like carrying me out at that point, and I'm like, hey, where are we going?
Darling, you decided to do weird magic inside of a witch's house, and she did not
Oh,
appreciate
shit.
it.
That's rude, isn't it? I'm so sorry.
And I was gonna try to sweeten that $600 deal.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, maybe we could.
Let's
can
do it
still-
quick and let's do it fast and cheap. That's the way
I mean,
the way I do it.
if I can get her to shave off 100 gold, this is something that we can do, and it won't eat up a whole lot of time.
Do I have any money? I only have 9 gold.
I have 500 because I sold my house.
I can't ask you to to give me the house money for this.
You can
Understand.
though, because I'm not going back there.
Fast and cheap. Well, you gotta buy a new house. Come on. This is no. You're thinking in the short term. I'm
I've been
thinking.
thinking of becoming like a
Yeah.
hermit in the woods, kind of becoming something like her, and just, I don't know, doing whatever the hell I want.
Well, even a hermit's gotta have a nest egg.
I know, that's why I'm assuming she's asking for 300 gold. Come back inside.
How much is? I'm so sorry about that. I slipped my mind. It was really rude. I apologize. Won't happen again.
Well, that's okay. Next time, give me a warning.
I would.
Part
but
of
there
me
won't
was
be any
afraid
time.
that the hag was taking over you.
Understandable. I don't know what I look like when I do that.
Is that a thing?
You look pretty scary.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Well, how much is the fast and cheap way to do it?
A small offering would be appreciated. It's not necessarily need to be made in gold.
I will pull out the 9 gold I have, the dire wolf tooth necklace.
Just to be clear, as someone who has dealt in goods and trade myself, as has Chimera, and, well, frankly, most of us, fast and cheap does come with more caveats.
Right.
If it's fast and cheap, it's not going to be easy for you.
Right.
That's my worry.
Well, if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it, would it?
It's true too. But that's why I'm willing to maybe pay. Inga, what do you have use for like 300 gold? Would you be absolutely just out of your mind in desperate need if I whittled you down to maybe 200?
The 300 gold is not for me.
Oh,
It's for you. It's about buy-in. The more that you buy into something, the more value it creates for you. What we're talking about is dealing with issues on the metaphysical.
What
and
about
if you don't have the proper buy-in, then the chance for success lessens.
Audra's gonna like lean toward Chimera. What if it's 300 gold plus a magical needle once she extracts it?
You are
actually,
not giving her a cursed hex item.
she might like it actually. Inga,
That's what I'm
another
thinking. She might like it.
maybe kind of issue. See, both of these young children have impulse control, it seems, and this one decided to embed a cursed needle into her shoulder. If you'd like to,
Audra will
to
kind of
convey
like hike
that.
it down to show.
What is wrong with you kids?
do you see what the Empire has driven me to, Inga?
Listen, I was trying some stuff, okay? I was trying to find my direction in life. I was struggling with some
tattoo they
things.
regret.
I was struggling
You can
with some
Yeah.
things,
try to
Igna.
make
No, mine's awesome.
I would say you can try to make a persuasion roll if you want to try to see if you can get her to take some interest in it.
Could I assist with puppy dog eyes?
I can assist like normally.
Uh,
I have the bump for it. If you're rolling for it, Sid.
I mean, as a witch, I could probably find her some actual puppy eyes.
Oh no.
He might be interested in those. I have a +3.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then you roll, but I can assist. If we're sweetening the
Before
deal
we-
with like, yo, want a free needle?
Before we start negotiating, maybe we can have a quick sidebar outside of the hut, real quick. There's been something I've been meaning to do, but with the terrorism and martial law, I haven't really got a chance to talk about it.
Are you actually just like allergic to the cat hair and you need to step outside?
Well, cut to like red, swollen eyes, and like it would help if we were not in here too much longer. But yeah, that would be nice.
Can I roll?
Take your time, kiddos.
I want to roll an odds evens to see if Audra remembers that she probably needs to duck out of this door.
Okay.
So, even she remembers, odd she doesn't. All right, cool. Yeah, that's fine with me, Anwar. Let me just right. Duck under the door.
All right, you guys are on the porch.
So
What are your
I know
concerns?
We're talking obviously the cheap and long is not really an option. We're talking about the fast and the expensive, which sounds safe. We're also talking about the fast and cheap, which sounds dangerous. Is that what I'm understanding right now? I don't really understand this occult stuff.
Well, no, it wouldn't still be fast and cheap, I wouldn't think. We're just covering the cost should she want the needle, right? So it's still...
I don't think she's really even considered the needle. She didn't seem to have a whole lot of interest, honestly.
Her response was, "What the hell is wrong with you kids?"
All right.
Yeah.
So we're stuck
So
with
it's less of a
the...
bargaining and more of a you need to pay me more to get rid of that.
So we're stuck with long and cheap.
Hey, Aunt Carol, you want to rip this meth? What the hell is wrong with you kids? Is that a maybe?
She sounds
Really
down,
good
guys. I don't know.
To be fair, I have known people who are like, "What's wrong with you?" Absolutely.
Anwar's gonna pull out his bag of holding. He's gonna fold it up upside down, and say, "Safe," and then an armored safe is gonna fall onto the porch.
You have that.
All the little critters that were around just scatter. Scared to death of that.
Clementine is just unperplexed.
Nice.
So you
Well, now we know
remember
his
the
safe
bounty
word.
on Leshy?
Oh, you mean the witch, the hag that gave us cursed items and cursed one of our family party members?
You're
Right,
referring to
so-
the
That one?
diamond we found, or no?
No, I'm referring to the gold we found.
We do have a time in there.
And Anwar's going to kick the side of the safe open, and inside is 500 gold.
Oh,
So I was planning on divvying this up for all of us once we water wheel. And Rain, assuming you're not here to kill us and turn us into the Empire,
I'm not.
I feel
Inside check.
I feel morally obligated to give you a share. So that would be 100 gold to each of us. Now, Hunter, you could use that for this ritual, or we can go this path of plane and defeat whatever's inside you. Whatever you're more comfortable with. We'll back you up.
I mean, maybe I'm just being cheap or thrifty or whatever. But I mean, I kind of want to see what's in there. I think we can take it. Plus, that'd be so much more badass. I might need that money. I don't know.
Considering, as I mentioned earlier, how well we handled ourselves previously, I feel more confident in our skills. As you said, as long as what's in there isn't a tree.
In that case, I'll take the gold.
I would also like to conserve our resources. We have no idea how long we'll be on the road, how long we'll always be looking over our back. So, Hunter, if you're confident about this, about going in and defeating this evil, then I'll help you.
I'll help you as well. And to be honest, it's your curse and should be your ultimate decision.
Well, I mean, I can't decide for y'all to help me, but I mean, that would be real kind of you if you would.
Won't do us any good to not help you.
Of course we'd help.
Of course, new friend, who we totally trust.
You have my sword. And my axe.
All right, let's get in this, crack this old dome open and see what's in there, huh?
You start to hear a whistling sound, and then you just hear out, "Tea's ready!"
My tea. I'll go inside.
Oh, I love tea.
I'm really
everyone
curious
had-
about that mushroom tea.
Everyone add 100 gold to their inventory, and Anwar is going to like slowly kind of like push, like like you bag it from the top, get that
Mhm.
safe back inside his bag of holding.
I'll help with the corner.
Yeah, it's always the corner
It's
that always
always the
catches.
corner, you know.
So now
When
he has an
did
empty
we-
safe in his bag of holding.
When did we collect that?
That was when we broke in. That was in the fortress, in like the office level.
Oh, it was that. Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
I was trying to remember when we got that.
My D&D Beyond
then-
just crashed.
And Diamond was
then a
from
day
the,
or two
the
later.
D100 Goblin.
Yeah, we still have that time.
Yeah.
Which I'd like to hold on to as long as we can.
Oh, I'm gonna consume it to cast Continual Flame. I'm just gonna...
Perfect.
Oh no.
It doesn't consume it for that. That would suck. it is a component, I think, but it's not required.
Rain's gonna offer up cookies with the tea.
You just have
Oh,
cookies?
well, that's quite nice of you.
Well, I took what I could from the Empire storerooms before I left. And she's got like some
Well,
jerky in there, and salami, and like decent things. Cheese.
I'll take some of the jerky and cheese. Mm. Hmm.
Does she have teeth?
Eastern cuisine. She has some.
Oh, it probably takes a long time to eat that jerky.
She's got one half of her mouth that's still pretty good.
All right.
So, was your sidebar helpful? Did you decide what you want to do?
We're gonna go fast and cheap. We can take it.
Alrighty then. Well, it's going to be a bit of an ordeal. Why don't we call it a night? You guys can find a place to sleep. There's some space around. Cut to wide shot of just like super messy stuff with like. So you can just move some stuff around. It's okay.
I don't
And then
mind
we'll
sleeping
take it
outside.
first thing in the morning.
We were gonna check on Kamira's old place, see what's going on with that. I think.
Well, if you'd like to do that tonight, you can go ahead to do that, and then first thing in the morning we'll get started if that works for you. I do warn you though, going within the demi-plane of your own soul, it can bring up a lot of things, and you should make sure you're ready for that. It can bring back things from your past, even stories from within your blood, your ancestors, your heritage could come up. Are
It'd
you
be nice
ready
to-
for that?
It'd be nice to meet some of those bastards.
Well, alrighty then. That's what you wish.
Or did we want to stay here for the night, or did we want to go check on the house?
I don't think I'll fit in here.
I don't want to put her out, you know. Don't want
I
to
don't think
I'll-
invade on her space.
I don't think
What time
Anwar
of the
would
day
live
is it?
till the morning.
Oh, I'm not sleeping in here. What time of day is it, and how far away is the other house?
I'd say this point is probably about like. Well, I said it was just past supper time, so we're talking like 6:37, and then it's under an hour, probably like 40 minutes or so to get over to the
Then,
other
yeah.
place.
I wouldn't.
So you
I
could get there
wouldn't-
before sunfall.
Okay.
Thank you for the tea, Inga. We're gonna head out for the night, though.
Oh, well, alrighty then. Best of luck to you, and it was good seeing you again. I'll see you first thing tomorrow. Rest
First
up.
thing- Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. How do you say that with that fucking accent? Ma'am.
You say
Mom.
mom.
Is
No,
it
it's mum.
mum?
Yeah.
Mom.
But isn't
Say
it like
mum.
Yes, mum.
mummy? Like
That's why
mum.
It is
Yeah.
Mom.
Every
I always
James Bond
thought-
movie sounds like they're
Mhm.
saying, "Yes, mom."
I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah, wait, mom.
It's
Yes.
you gotta say it quick, but it's mom. So mom.
I
think
Yeah.
am
that's
gonna
why-
go southern accent next time, and I'm just gonna be like, "Mama," like that's it. I'm
Hi,
Manny.
thanks. Your magic's real
Ma'am.
great, Mama. The
I'm gonna
cure
be
for every
Hunter's long
ailment
lost
is
sister.
more grits. Enjoy.
Oh, I hate grits. Anyway, mum.
I've had grits like a couple good times, but it's all from the same place. And
Wait,
yes,
Andrew, you were
Ryan
gonna say
is
something. What were you gonna
Jacob's
say?
Pickles.
Oh, I was just a little
pretty good.
shocked. Grits are okay. Not the best thing in the
You
world.
gotta mix them with
You know,
things.
you
They
gotta
need-
throw some hot
they-
sauce in there, and
It-
you know.
You need your mix-ins. I guess you can't do them with cheese, Ryan. So you've been missing out.
Alrighty, so so you head out, and Camaro, with your with your knowledge and your just ability to kind of trek through the woods pretty well, you're able to find your place pretty darn quickly, and eventually
man.
you will get to you'll get to what?
No, nothing.
Oh. Eventually you'll get to what looks like an old hobbit hole, kind of, but buried into the side of a cliff with some trees that have kind of grown around it. And you just see that like weeds have piled up all over. There are vines that have grown over the windows. And it looks like a lot of it's just not been kept up with at all. However, there is still a pretty clearly treaded path that leads right up to the door, which still seems like it's it is not overgrown at this point. It seems like some things at least kept that part okay, but the rest of the house seems like totally grown over, and you could just barely see the outline of this house. And at this point, by the time you get there, it's starting to be kind of sunset time. And so it kind of looks similar to this. This is kind of like an idea of what it might look like, but it's actually a bit larger. It's probably like 2 windows down from each side of each door. But that's just the general vibe of what this looks like. But imagine also that it's like way more overgrown than this as well. And so you get close by. Is there anything like, do you want to hang back and scout, or do you want to just go right up to the door? What is it that you want to do?
Approaching it, does it look it looks unoccupied, even with it overgrown, right? Like there's no sign of anybody being in the house.
The only sign that you do see is that the doorway does not seem to be overgrown. Like if there were any vines that were going to grow up over
Right.
the door, just like they've grown kind of all over the walls and the windows and stuff, it looks like somebody has cleared out a way for that door to remain viable. So it looks like somebody has potentially been in it.
Okay. What are the odds that the Empire would send somebody towards my childhood home? Or maybe it's just like somebody like a squatter who's like, I paid some taxes on this and I live in this home now, but I'm not going to take care of it.
Well, we have a good person to ask.
Are you?
We all turn.
Well, I don't know if the Empire knows of this home, but I could send Clementine to see who's in there,
Why
if
not?
anyone's in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So she sits down, and you watch as her eyes turn the same blue and green as Clementine's. And then Clementine's just gonna trot off towards the house.
Okay. How much distance are you guys keeping from the house at this point?
Like 20, 30
50
feet.
feet.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Just kind of like hiding behind some trees and brush and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so we're like right in out in the
All right. Well, cat. Mhm. All right. So the cat's gonna go on along, and where's the cat go?
It's gonna well, can I roll stealth for it, see like how carefully
Yeah.
it gets up? And then
Yeah.
it's going to try and go right up to one of the windows and look in. That's not bad.
No, not bad at all. All right, it stealths on up there, just kind of creepily going along, and it makes it all the way up to the house. Is it rolling perception? Like, what's
Yeah, I can roll a
is this,
perception
like
with it.
trying to listen in? Is it trying to break? Is it trying to break through somewhere?
Is there glass on the windows? Like I know you said there was vines, but
Yeah. There's definitely glass on the windows, but the vines have kind of like grown over it completely. So it would take some scratching and stuff to get through all those vines and stuff. It'd be pretty hard to get through.
okay. Well, can it scratch through a little bit of it to see if it could just like look through the corner of a window or something?
Yeah, it can go ahead and do that, and it scratches through, and you see that there are drapes that are covering the other side.
Gotcha. What does the cat smell?
Oh, that is a good question. Go ahead and roll perception.
Will do. Well, even
Buddy.
with advantage.
Oh, buddy.
It just gets a big whiff of just like a very foul stench coming off. Like some of the vines have grown to create this kind of peppery smell that just kind of gets up in the nose and stings a bit, and the cat just starts sneezing.
A cute cat sneeze.
Yep.
Okay. Is the door open or cracked at all, or is it closed?
It is totally closed.
And is there a chimney on the house?
I don't think so. Let me double check. There is. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, over on the left-hand side, there is a little chimney stack that's stuck out. That also has kind of like overgrown quite a bit, but yeah, there's definitely a chimney.
Is there smoke coming out of it?
There is not.
Cat's gonna go over to the chimney and like try to move some of the overgrowth aside.
All right, you go ahead and do that. Yep,
Guys, I
you
think
do that.
Clementine's
You can
gonna-
kind of. And this, what's the passive perception of a cat?
13.
Okay, yeah. Once kind of like scurrying, or like kind of breaking away some of the brush, and there's definitely enough of a gap for the cat to like crawl down the chimney. The cat definitely hears some voices that are coming down. It seems like there's a multitude of voices, not just one or two.
It's gonna listen in.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception to see if you can make out anything clear.
Will do. Is this better than the first rolls? A little better.
Okay.
Is that a multitude of
Um,
voices? What
hard to
the
make-
fuck?
Hard to make out any specific words because it's kind of like going up through this like echo chamber, like through the fireplace, but the voices sound rather small. Like they sound kind of high pitched, like from a very small folk. And you're kind of listening in, and you're hearing that there's, I mean, it almost sounds like there's a group like discussion going in there, but it sounds less organized than that. You hear a lot of people talking over each other, but it's all just kind of creating a walla kind of sound. You can't make out any specific words.
So
Yeah.
Rain, Rain's
Yeah.
gonna back out and tell everybody that there's voices.
Somebody's
Okay.
there,
Multiple people.
and they left it looking like. No, you know what? I'm gonna start approaching.
Audra's gonna like.
All right, you
It's
go.
Chimera.
Audra's gonna walk behind her and like draw her sword and shield just to be like, I don't know where this is going, but I'm gonna prepare.
Yes, Anwar, dear.
We have no idea who's
Walking
in
with
there.
purpose.
This could be like a gang of bandits or scoundrels.
They sounded
Squatting.
quite small.
Did you hear that,
Yeah.
darling? Small bandits or scoundrels, and we've only been destroyed almost by a tree one time.
Oh, I
Small
hope. Please
people
tell
can
me
be
it's a
rogues,
bunch.
too.
I hope it's a bunch of little like mini tree peoples.
Oh dear.
They could have the house.
like a bunch of like mini ents. They're just like, hey, this is ours now.
They all turn simultaneously, look at us like, "Fuck 'em up."
They're like bonsai tree ents.
Pretty cool, actually.
That would be super cool.
It'd be really cool.
All right, guys, we're gonna go on break as I change everything.
This idea is too good.
I'm just going to knock on the door. I'm going to see who it is, if they actually live here. Because they've let it go to an absolute wreck, if that is the case. And we might need it more. How about that? Maybe? Or we can find someone else close by, but
I mean, this is your place, so you check on it. Audra,
We've-
you post up on the side of the door. I'll have my hand behind Cammy. I'll give you the point if it's time for you to wreck shit, okay? And
I
I'm gonna
just
pull a dagger
really-
out and kind of like tuck it under my arm, be casual.
I just really want to use my shield on a bunch of gnomes.
Just
Oh,
kick
dear.
open the door and just let it rip.
Just Beyblade that shit.
Rain's absolutely casting mage armor on herself.
Good call. Good call.
You just hear just pinball noises and just a bunch of little tiny screams.
Ting,
Just
ting, ting, ting,
ah! And then it's clear, and then we just walk right in.
Hello?
So you're just gonna go boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Hunter, you talked about running right up along the side and then just kind of hanging
well-
tight against the wall.
Well, what I'm thinking is posting Audra up, since Audra's short sword and shield like ready to go, posting up next to the door so so she's out of sight, and I'll be casual with like the dagger. I'll be like shoulder to shoulder with Chimera, but have the dagger kind of tucked away while we talk. Just be kind of like doing one of these poses.
Okay.
You wonder why Audra was friends with you last? It's because you're doing moves like that. She's like, that one's sneaky.
Well, yeah, if we need an ambush.
What are Anwar and Rain doing?
We'll be kind of neat. At least I'll be nearby. Like, I'm wearing the suit, so making sure just in case stuff goes down, Anwar's ready.
You want to post up on this side?
Yeah, do we have a map?
Oh,
Yeah.
not like a battle map, but just on the portrait. I'm kind of.
Yeah.
Just kind of standing by.
Oh. I'm gonna just
Oh,
give
we
you
do.
a map.
Cool.
Oh no, what am I fighting?
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Rain will be like
so
right in front of the door, but further back, like
Yeah, so I'm gonna
probably
post.
like 30 feet away.
Oh,
or
I
something.
should also give you
that.
I should also give you a heads up. Every square is only 2.5 feet for this map.
Interesting.
Oh,
Shit.
Okay. So basically double normal when we move.
Yeah, just to let you know before
okay.
we get into it.
Interesting.
So Anwar's going up against the side as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean there will be combat.
It's true.
We'll see
It's true.
how this goes down.
Sometimes just helps to visualize. Oh, so
Alright,
you're gonna be
you
on the
just kinda
same side
bang
as
on the
me.
door.
You're gonna get on the
or I
same
can
side
be
as
on
me,
the-
Ryan.
I can be on this other side too. It doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah, it was fine. I was just clarifying.
Alrighty. So, yeah, Chimera, you knock on the door, and you hear a whole bunch of just like a whole bunch of scurrying around, and then you hear a little running up to the door, and then you hear just a little voice like, "Come with me!"
Hello. Me and my friends were just wondering if this house was lived in.
It's lived in.
By who? I've known the family that's owned this thing for years and years, and I don't think that's you. May I come in? Hello?
No, you cannot. This is our house. We found it fair and square, and we have been here for years.
For years.
We come out. We don't want any solicitors.
But I really want
All
to
right.
say that.
I too
Good
would
insight.
like. Would also like to take
Rain's
your
eyes just piercing through to the truth.
Yeah, just hearing that, and I'll just let you all have that 20-win insight. You get the sense that they sound sincere that they've had this place for a while.
I feel bad now.
But also sounds really like antagonistic and afraid too.
Like they're barking louder than their bite.
Probably.
I mean, here's the thing though. If they've actually been there for years, I don't want to be like the fucking douchebaggy person that's like, "Congratulations, you've been evicted," and like takes my house. I don't want to just roll into somebody's house and take their house. I don't want to
Chimera's-
Christopher Columbus this shit.
Chimera's new subclass is landlady.
Accurate.
Well, go on. Get on out of here.
You keep talking to me like that, and I'm going to go in there.
No, you're not.
Oh, won't I?
There's,
Hold on. Let me.
there's too many of us. You don't dare mess with us.
Odds I'm gonna walk away, and evens I'm fucking going inside.
Hunter puts his hand on your shoulder. It's okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Simmer. Let's simmer. Is there anything you need to go get?
I'm annoyed. I don't have a home back in STEM Garden. We left STEM Garden. My children are dead. I don't have a home anywhere. This man is just, it's just a lot. It's the cherry on the sundae. And I would love nothing more than to storm in there, but we are not going to do that because that is not in my character. We will politely walk away, and I will fester over this for hours. Sorry, Anwar.
I
Fine.
could she points to her Empire outfit. Inspection?
I feel like that's less morally gray.
What do you mean gray? Huh? Is that a dig?
No. I mean,
I mean, do
maybe.
they own the house?
I don't think they own the house, but they've certainly been here for a moment.
You're probably right. We probably shouldn't kick them out. I mean, unless they're lying. I should just find another place for my refugee family to live out the rest of their days.
I'm walking to the window. I go ahead and I gesture for Rain to go towards the door, and I'm walking to the window to scrape some of it away, like the gunk and the grime, so I can see inside.
Okay.
Oh no, you said that there's
So you
drapes.
can go.
Shit, I can't pour it in there. Frick. It's almost like you did that.
As
on
it
purpose.
as it stands, as it stands, yeah, you looking in windows, and so far you can't get through it all.
Are we forcing our way in or not?
Give it a minute. Give it a minute.
He just looks to Chimera for like a nod of like, go ahead. Empire inspection, open up! And she like smacks on the door with her staff.
You just immediately hear, oh shit!
You have until the count
And
of
then you
3.
you just hear a bunch more of like. You
That's
just
what
hear
you
like
get people.
scammering all around.
He's gonna walk away
Um,
from this. He does not feel comfortable being a part of an Empire inspection. He's gonna sheath his dagger and walk over this way.
Audra's gonna stay posted, but
Okay.
definitely give like the squint look of like Empire.
I'm okay
Until the
with it
count
right
of
now.
3 before we break down the door. 1, 2.
At 2, Audra's gonna like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Audra like turns and like readies her like stronger foot.
The Empire's a what?
Okay.
You'll never take us alive.
She looks to Chimera like,
I am not gonna lie, I'm kind of really impressed.
Y'all, this don't feel right. This don't feel good at all.
This doesn't feel good, but I want to do it.
Oh man. I don't think I can do this, y'all. I'm out.
This is
I'm
where you
way
draw the
out.
line. You were gonna tie up guards' bodies in trees. a couple days
Guards.
ago, and then one
Guards.
person's
Head
just like,
guards.
no,
Yeah.
you can't come in. And you're
That's a
like,
home invasion. I'm not good. These are just citizens, civilians.
Audra's like got her boot up ready.
We don't even own the deed to the place. This is someone else's home we're barging into.
isn't it Chimera's home? Wasn't
Do
it
it.
left to her?
No, we totally fucking abandoned it. Expect for little rat people to take it though.
Rain moves aside for Audra to do her thing.
And there's some ride or die little bitches in there, damn.
Oh, that's a good kick.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Given the state of the door, yeah, boom, you kick it in. Is that what you were doing, or were you? Well, what were you trying to do with it?
Yeah, kick it open.
You effectively do that. Roll for initiative.
Fuck.
Okay.
In here.
Immediately, you kick open the door, and you see
Wow,
the
rain.
place is like an utter wreck. There are floorboards that like have skid marks as if there was like race cars through the whole thing. Like the whole place looks completely tossed upside down. There's like trash everywhere.
I
And
immediately changed
very
my
quickly,
mind. I'm like,
more is
"Never
gonna
mind."
be.
I am assuming as soon as we step inside, we're gonna see a lot more. Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot more once this initiative gets put in place.
This makes sense though. Rain and Audra ready to go in immediately by the door. Did you? I feel like you nat
Yeah.
20'd another initiative roll, Artem, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, this is the first. I think this is the first nat 20 of the whole thing so far.
For Rain.
Yeah, for Rain.
Hey.
And it's on initiative.
So, all right. So, is a new thing we have to do in every campaign beat up some gnomes then? If
Oh,
if that's
no.
indeed what's in here.
We're rat
Oh, no.
We're rat people,
personally.
yeah.
Rain, I am going to need you to roll a perception check
Oh,
to
okay.
see if you can spot what is in here. Okay.
Send Clementine in.
Clementine's on top of the house, technically.
Damn.
Yep.
But then they overwhelm Clementine, and then she is used as some sort of steed.
Yeah, Clementine's
Epic.
right here. Sorry, let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ooh, what
5.
is-
So I've got you.
Oh, that's Clementine over there in the corner.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a cat inside.
Clementine's just like not even bothering. She just like goes like to sleep on top of the house.
Okay, so from your angle, I would say maybe I'll just give a little bit more, like here-ish. You see, just kind of ducking behind this kind of dining / kitchen table, ducked behind and kind of underneath the table is a roughly 1 foot elf-looking creature.
Elf looking.
Are they
Yeah.
fairies?
Guys, suddenly we're the bad guys.
Oh.
Or
Kind of
pixies?
upset.
Sorry, I need to.
Over here, this guy.
Oh.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and do extract name. So I'm gonna need that one that I see to make a wisdom saving throw.
Instance.
Hey, Richard, could you
Okay.
potentially give these guys an aura? I found it. They might be easier to see that way.
I think you'll have an easier time seeing them once the whole map's revealed,
Okay.
which should be very shortly after
Okay.
Rain's turn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to step inside.
Okay,
I
that
guess.
was a nat 19, so 20.
Dang. Okay. Okay, so don't get their name. Damn. I was gonna like call out their name and be like, you can avoid arrest if you show yourselves.
Oh, you
Dang.
live here. Maybe
What's?
don't lethally destroy them quite yet.
Oh, she's not gonna do that anyway.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
She's not that kind of person.
Oh, I should also say this thing definitely seems equipped with a knife.
So okay, she will say like under her breath to everyone, they are armed. And she's going to hold her turn to attack with her staff if anybody comes near, because she's not gonna blast them with magic. That's not her. But she will say out to them, you can avoid arrest if you all come out and surrender. I see you, and she'll point directly at the one she sees.
Shit. Alright.
I love them though, and I want a small army of them. I don't.
Well, a small army of them's what you're gonna get.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Why is this not... I'm on the wrong layer.
Oh shit! There's
Oh
so many.
man,
Oh my god.
what's the
Yeah, so,
like the Pokemon
that
evolution
it's-
of it with them?
yeah, now that it's their turn, 2 are gonna jump over from behind the couch, and they are going to speed like running you've never seen before, lightning fast, even faster than Hunter. They're gonna speed around, just like lightning speed. This one's gonna go over.
Oh, I do know. I don't remember what these things are called, but I have seen these before in the book. Yeah, these things are weird.
I don't know why, but I'm reminded of the little tooth fairies from that one really shitty horror movie about the little creatures that like steal people's teeth. Oh, man.
Yeah, I
That's
know what you're.
creepy.
Yeah, what movie is that? I know what you're talking about. They're like,
As that one comes up to her, she's gonna hit the one that is going.
Okay, yeah. The one of them's gonna come up towards her. So what are you gonna? What was your held action?
Whacking with a staff.
Okay. Yeah,
She's
go
like,
ahead and
"Ah!"
roll for that.
Oh, it didn't even. How do I get it to do the attack?
You've got a quarterstaff.
I have it equipped, but can you not attack with the actual staff even though it shows up as an action?
No.
That's really annoying. All right, I'll just roll it manually then.
Yeah, I'd say these 3 guys you actually don't see at this point.
No.
You miss. You swing and it just like does a flip over and then it runs over and it's gonna start to try to stab you. Each of these things. This guy over here is going to take a shot at Anwar. This guy is going to take a shot at Rain, and there's 3 of them that are up against Audra. Each of them is going to take 3 attacks with their daggers. They're like, "Ah!"
Each takes 3?
So,
Okay.
Rain. Each of them take 3. They are lightning fast.
Alright.
What's your AC? Rain?
Currently it is 17.
Okay, so that is a crit and a 23. Sorry, no, a 25. And the other one will miss.
Jeez.
Welcome to our game, where everyone rolls above a 20.
What happened to my D4s? No.
These little
Okay,
things
thank
stole
God, I
them.
saw that one.
Now how do you feel?
Yeah. All right. So. Wow. So the crit was minimum damage of 8. 8
Ow.
damage on the crit, followed by another minimum damage of 7. So a total of 15. And they just get you like right. It like leaps. It like when you go to swing your staff, it's going to like leap forward, do like a front flip, and jump up and like stab you right in the gut 2 times. That's gonna do a total of 15 damage to you.
Ow.
Agonazar, 3 attacks coming your way. What's your?
Does this mean I
AC
have
right
9
now?
attacks coming at me?
20.
It does.
Okay.
20. The 26 and a 22.
Is that it? Just the 2 hits?
Yeah,
I'm
the other
like-
one is not going to be a hit.
5 feet too far away.
Yeah, I'll take him.
Okay. That is 18 damage to you.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
2 hits?
Guys,
Yeah,
I think we
it,
should
it,
leave.
like it jumps forward and it like stabs up like right in your groin area, like right in between the place of your armor. It just jumps in super quick. I'm sure from its point of view, it's like Quicksilver and X-Men, where it's just like going forward, like, ooh, there's a nice sweet spot. Can I get that? Can I get that? But to you, it's just like, and suddenly you're in a huge amount of pain coming in at your legs. And Audra, you got 9 attacks coming your way.
Okay.
What's your AC right now?
19.
Okay.
I like how we're like, it's fine. They're little, and they're like, no, fuck you.
We knew this was going to happen.
I know.
They're not
I
even
love it.
trees.
This
Just
is
little fairy
effectively
people.
their home. We are the baddies.
Okay.
It is my home.
Okay.
You abandoned it!
So
It's mine.
5 of those are going to hit you,
Okay.
and I can tell you already, you are downed. You are
does it-
downed. However, one of them went to go and try to like chip your, or it went to try to hit you, but it got in the armor and it chipped its blade and it broke its.
Does it
One of them
make
got a nat
a
one.
difference if I use the shadow essence thing and turn one of those into half damage?
It would.
Okay, then she'll do that on the
Um,
as they're all coming at her. She'll do that on like how many hit me? 5. So I
Yep.
feel like just like not that it like
You can only do that on one of
right.
them.
I know.
though.
So I feel like it would be like 1, 2. Oh crap! Use the dodge on number 3 and then 4. Like I feel like that's kind of how she would do it, you know. And obviously I don't know which attack is which, so I can't be like the highest damage one. But I just feel like
Yeah.
that's
Dambo.
It actually will not matter. All 3 of them coming in, they all are just getting you in like the most vital spots, just like, and they're just like gutting you. Again, kind of from like a groin area where they're just like getting like they're basically like they're hitting they're pinching a nerve, and now you're just starting to bleed out or whatever. The more positive thing, at least, is that they've kind of taken up all the space around, and the others seem to be just kind of hanging back for now. Anyways,
that
that's
did a
their
total of
turn.
how
They
much
are
to me?
freaking brutal. So yeah, you were down. It was over 30. I stopped counting after 30.
okay. And the shadow thing doesn't matter.
No, because you can only have one of them. The thing
Right.
is, there's just a lot of them,
Okay.
and like even with that, it wasn't.
I
gonna-
mean, she would do
enough.
that. She would use it anyway, so I will still say I used it
Yeah.
because it's still what she would do in the moment.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
and then she's just like,
So you just coming out of nowhere.
yeah, just well, this
And
sucks.
probably realistically, more than just your legs, they probably would like climb up on you.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? What's the zombie movie where they like climb on top of each other? They're probably just like all climbing up on you and just stabbing you in various
Cool.
spots until you're just down on the ground, and then they're like, one down. Audra, I need to make you need you to make a death saving throw.
Yep. All right, that's
Oh, sorry.
it's been a
I'll
while.
get
That's just a
you
flat
out.
20, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, that's one
There you
positive.
go.
All right. Good on one. Hunter, you're up.
Seeing all this explode, Hunter just kind of like shit, and I mean he put his dagger away earlier, like when he walked away. He's gonna pull out his signal whistle, and he's going to like approach and just blow the whistle and say, "All right, break it up, y'all. You got it. You proved your point. You're good. You win. Let's all drop this and see what happens."
I'm gonna put little.
Yeah, they do get lost in the
Um,
grass, the little fuckers.
All right, I gave them all little red dots.
Perfect.
Hopefully, should help. All right, so I guess you can go ahead and roll persuasion.
Mm-hmm. What's the crit do for you?
They're just gonna go like, get the fuck out!
And then I'm gonna.
And it's Sorry, go ahead. It's still technically your turn. You can still do something if you want.
Yeah.
It
I'm
was your
gonna-
action to persuade, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of.
Actually, I call that I call that a bonus action. Honestly, just talking.
Yeah, I'll come up around and like start to grab and drag Audra away from the door.
All right. Anwar, what do you do in this situation? They're jumping up and down in victory, and they're like jumping up and down really fast, like they've got the little like bunny thing from Super Smash Bros.
Anwar's gonna look over at Chimera.
Just completely like. If those things were in the sewers, nobody would get out of Stemgod.
Miss Chimera, this is your home.
It was my home. I don't know if I want it anymore.
So you want to go?
No. Yes, we should. Sydney's mad and Sydney wants her home, but it wouldn't be in Chimera's character to do it. No. I say we just come back and like napalm the thing later. Do like a bug bomb or something. I'm gonna. Let's leave. Let's leave.
Really?
Can I destroy my bugs, bro? Also, he just hit that nat 20. We could come back later, fortified and with a greater understanding of our enemy.
Yeah.
Anwar's hand, which was transformed into the form of Agonazar's Scorcher, reluctantly transforms back, and he raises his shield and he backs off.
What
Alright,
are
Chimera?
you? Like, what's...
What are we?
Yeah.
We're quicklings.
What the...
Now
Pardon
fuck
me.
off.
You...
They're just gonna like.
I
They're
want to
just
destroy
gonna like
him.
kick Audra in her butt.
No, I've already dragged it.
They're like,
I mean, I guess they rush up and do
oh,
it.
okay, you already dragged it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm dragging
Well,
her
in
away.
that case, they're just gonna go like.
Y'all, let's get the hell out of here and try to get Audra to not die, please, somebody. And I'm gonna roll a medicine check to stabilize.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Are we out of combat then?
I think for the
Sounds like
second.
All right, they're gonna go back inside and close the door.
And apparently Hunter is just like
What?
not knowing
Hey.
what the hell to do, trying to. She's bleeding out right now. She's bleeding out. Somebody.
I'll make
Do
my way
something?
over. I don't have any health or medicine. No, I don't have anything
Guys.
like that.
Our
Guys,
healer is
I-
currently dying to death.
I appreciate you. None of you remember that I can do this, but okay, this is great.
I
Wow.
do, but I'm more like, I mean, I know she's going to be fine because you are here. I am absolutely floored. I have never seen those things in my life.
She's still bleeding out. just, you
Yeah,
know.
could we do this and then that?
And then they absolutely.
Rain's gonna get down and like start doing combat medic stuff.
I got
Okay.
it. Everyone, chill the fuck out. I got it. I pull out a syringe. I stab Audra in the
Oh my!
chest.
What are you doing?
I inject cure wounds into her.
Quicklings, they said. Has anybody ever heard of quicklings?
Tony has, not Audra.
I'll add it to the
Uh,
list of shit that can
but,
kick our asses. And
In a
Hunter kinda, like,
heartbeat, right?
Hunter storms off.
Okay.
He is
Should-
fuming.
I was gonna say,
Uh,
Audra just immediately. Oh, I guess I should change off the combat music since now I'm up.
Wow.
She just immediately does like the, like the EpiPen, like, like back up kind of move, and is immediately just like grabbing her sword and shield, like ready to go right back. So like, I assume people will try to stop her by like, no, don't just go right back, because she's
No,
very
darling.
much just like,
We backed off because they destroyed you in a second.
yes, clearly we all, but how am I? This is Audra mad, not Tony mad, for the record. Audra just like, how am I supposed to heal anybody if I can't stay on my own 2 feet during any of our fights?
That is a real thinker, isn't it, Audra? And
It's almost like they need a. It's almost like they need a song to remind everybody what position to keep their players in.
To the back, to the back.
Clerics in the back, keep the fighters nice and hardy. In any case,
Well, I don't know
yeah,
what to
so
do now.
from
Sorry, everybody.
From Audra's perspective, I think it was just like kick down the door, and within seconds, just like suddenly hit by a ton of daggers and just going down. So like it was all over pretty quickly.
Should I have pushed that? I'm so angry right now.
Yeah, you and me both.
I think we should head back.
I think I just want to burn it down with them inside. So yeah, we should probably head back, and maybe Inga will have a bug bomb or something.
Yo, Empire representative, that's defo against the law, right? But like not in a good way.
Does she know about quicklings at all?
There's a chance given your book, so you can go ahead and roll history if you'd like.
Also, if we're
Okay.
talking about people invading homes, her people decided to like storm the land with elephant things with tentacles on their faces. So
There's that, yeah. There's that.
No, I don't think you would have found much specific about them. Maybe you've heard that, like, yeah, there's such a thing as quicklings. They're really small, fast Fae. You might have the vague sense that they come from the Feywild, or they come from at least Fey-like origins. Maybe they came here from, like, you probably would know that there were some, like, spotted or at least rumored in Pixeland, but beyond that, you don't know much specifics about them, like what made them the way they are, what they're really capable of. You just know they're really small and really fast. And now you know they can really do some damage with their daggers.
She relays all that to everybody.
maybe we should have started with an offering, like milk and honey, and been like, yes, we're your friends.
I don't know how much it would have mattered. They don't
I-
seem too
No,
concerned. Guess.
I'm in favor of the burning strategy.
I am too, honestly.
Then
at
you would
this
lose
point.
the home as well, and they're still living beings.
No. The fire would take care of that. And she turns her back to the place and starts walking back towards Incus.
Feeling really psyched about going inside of Hunter's mind tomorrow.
Super psyched! Oh
Right?
my god, we just got annihilated.
It's gonna be all quicklings and like a
I'm
tree.
out.
It's gonna be a tree that grows quicklings.
That's scarier than the fucking head tree. Shit.
All right, putting it down for my next 2-shot.
No, I don't want to play that game.
The quickling tree.
That would suck. Hmm.
I think we head back to Igna's place. Defeated, battered, and bruised. And
Some of you didn't get your hands that dirty.
it took me in half health in
It-
2 moves.
Yeah.
Audra is very much like, oh, I gotta heal people, and just down.
Yep. Well, yep, you go back and either your bodies or your spirit is broken. And
Both.
Inger just like steps outside on the porch as nightfall starts, like, oh, back already? I thought you were spending the night at your old place.
Quicklings.
Quicklings?
Oh, do you not know what they are?
Oh, you mean those little studs that have been going around causing mischief all over the forest? And it's an infestation is what they are.
Do you hear that, everybody? They're an infestation, and we would have been doing everybody a favor if I would have just decided to kill them anyway.
Still in favor of it.
I am too, but I'm really tired of walking. My feet hurt.
We should all take a second to cool down and prepare for helping Hunter tomorrow. He'll need us at our best.
And then we'll go take care of them.
I'm still sleeping outside. There isn't room for me in this woman's hut.
Nor my sinuses. I'll set up a camp.
Inga, how many hit points do quicklings have?
Yeah,
Like
can we?
5,
don't
right?
understand.
They couldn't have more than like
Don't-
5 hit
don't
points.
We gotta do that Battle Master analysis move.
I don't understand the premise of the question, darling. You're speaking in riddles.
If I had like just a good sturdy boot, and I just... How effective would that be against one of those little monsters?
You'd have to be able to hit it.
Ha.
Fair point!
But if you manage to hit one, I don't know. They seem pretty small. How tough could they be?
You know the tall one that just went back outside?
Yeah.
She just...
If you look out the window, you just see Audra out there just like yelling things up at the sky.
Oh. She killed one of them?
Oh, no. They absolutely destroyed her in a matter of seconds.
Oh.
And one could venture that
What?
she is our strongest fighter, so...
Well, what on earth did you do to provoke them? I mean, I know they're generally causing mischief, sometimes a little bit of thievery, but you're normally not out to go kill people.
They were in my house. What was once my house.
Oh. Oh.
I
Well, we're
think
gonna have to
it's-
do something about that, won't we?
I tried. I don't think it's worth getting the children killed. Not
Hunter is
anymore.
glaring. Hunter is glaring, cross-armed. Just
Well,
Don't
to
get
each
too
their own,
comfortable on that high horse. We're here to cleanse your hex blood curse.
Because you made
Mhm.
a deal with a hag.
we can talk about the major differences in situation and context later, when I'm not controlling my anger.
Okay, it's a deal. Either way, if you have any like handy tips for destroying those things, I will take them. And she's gonna go set up her bedding.
I imagine catching them's a lot like catching strays. You just gotta trap them. If they got nowhere to go, then that helps.
Oh, like the story, the Nebuchadnezzar story, right? With the honey.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd argue that they are in that
shit.
home because they don't have anywhere to go.
That's
What can we do?
valid. Can make them like a little tree house or something. Or just get them stuck in honey. Like the story. And then you have little quicklings stuck in. Anyway, good night! I'm not plotting
Oh, good night.
murder. Not at all.
So who's outside? Just Audra and Anwar? Oh, and Hunter as well? Okay, cool. Well, it's Audra will want to speak to at least Anwar at some point before we turn in.
Alright, go ahead and do that.
Hey, Anwar, can we talk for a moment before we turn in?
Sure. Anwar is scraping the sewage out of his shoes
Ugh.
from walking through, like, just getting it as clean as possible. And like he has the rug of prestidigitation out. He's like, it's still not enough.
Anwar, let me be clear, none of this is directed at you. But I'm pretty pissed right now. I mean, seriously, how am I supposed to keep the rest of you up if I can't even stay on my own 2 feet?
Clearly, we were not prepared for what was there.
We weren't prepared for what was there. We weren't prepared to fight a tree. We weren't prepared to fight, ostensibly, our own counterparts when we first joined the rebellion. We did okay with some sewage monsters, but apparently above ground, we can't handle anything.
That's how it's going to be going forward. We're not in STEM Garden anymore. We have to prepare for the unexpected. And our resolve has to be absolute. I think that was our problem. In the sewer, we were united. We had a goal. Get out. Get to the other side. And today, we were fractured, broken. And it showed pretty quickly.
You have those big shields in your bag?
I don't think I've told people about the big shields.
No?
Nope.
No.
Oh, I thought we knew about them. Alright.
Nope.
Yeah, maybe you're right, I don't know. Point being, I'm still not nearly as strong as I want to be.
Nor am I. Nor is Hunter. I don't know about Miss Chimera, but I think she has her own things that she needs to resolve that might help her.
Yeah. Well, wake me up if she
Cut
changes
to
her
you,
mind.
motherfucker, get out of my house!
Well, wake me up if she decides she wants to burn that place down. And at that,
Just gonna
Audra
go
will
back to the
go
flip-flop.
over to her bedroll and very angrily just like just unroll it and just do like gotta fluff up like like the head part of it and just like punch it flat. Just very angrily
point
try
out-
to go to sleep.
Just want to point out that we want the house for my family because I'm on the run for being framed for burning down something.
She
Just so we're
calls
clear.
out from like over her shoulder to him. Okay, well then let me know when we're going back to kill those stupid things.
Yeah, Amar's just gonna keep cleaning up his armor and whatnot.
Anything else before we cut to the following morning?
There's like a squish 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 sound effect behind her while she's trying to go to sleep.
All right. In that case, we will cut to the following morning. All of you are gathered around in a circle in the back patio behind the house, made of nice little stone and kind of interesting patterns kind of covering around, and then like within the patterns of the stone there is like a circle made around, and she has had everybody lay down somewhere on the circle. All right, well, if you've got little blankets or something, give yourself a nice little padding for your heads. This is going to be quite an ordeal, and I do warn you, even though your bodies will still be here, if you do get hurt in this other plane, you will get affected here. So be careful of whatever dangers may lie inside, of which I assume there could be many, depending on how powerful this hex is. Any questions before we begin?
Any chance they resemble those little bastards from yesterday?
I couldn't tell you. You'll find out when you go in there. She's gonna pull out a drum and just kind of got a little stick, and she's like, let me know if you're ready to begin.
It's Hunter's whole childhood.
alrighty
It's
then.
just those little assholes.
When
I have
we
a
kicked
question.
open the door, he was like, "Not again!"
Is this more of a spiritual journey? Are we gonna show up there naked, or are we gonna like have our belongings and I don't know armor with us once we're there?
I would do the best you can to focus on you going in there with everything that you hold with you.
With that,
But-
Anwar's gonna like
Functionally,
punch his chest a little bit.
it should be a good representation of the manifestation of who you actually are.
Well, actually, right.
I hope you're not a coward. Boom, 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 boom.
Like his eyes were closed, and then
I'd like to take Ingo with us for the rest of the
Um,
journey.
Me too.
As we're going in, like Audra's definitely like thinking to herself like trying to like force it like who I actually am is really big and really tough and doesn't go down with a bunch of stupid little stabs. Be big and strong.
Before we
Alright,
drift off too, I want to reach over and like, even though if he's even still like mad at me, like Chimera like reaches over and just like puts a hand on Hunter's shoulder like very briefly, and then just
Okay.
kind of
Yeah, I would say that Hunter is actually Hunter's in the center of the circle at this point. So yeah, if you wanted to reach over and touch his shoulder or anything like that, any of that's totally fine. But all of you basically would be laying down on this stone patio, and she'll just be circling around you. And like on her hip will be kind of like that that incense stuff that's just kind of like going to be dangling from her hip and just kind of move around. The smoke's kind kind of go around you, and she's gonna just going boom, 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 and then she's gonna start guiding you into this trance. Like, all right, just let your body sink into the ground, sink further and further into the ground, and she'll just kind of guide you almost as if going under hypnosis, and you just feel like your body is sinking into the stone, deep down into the core of the earth, and eventually she will guide you to waking up in a cave of sorts that is the essence of Hunter. And when you look around, you see that it looks like you are in hell itself. You see all sorts of boiling blood splashing around like molten lava that's kind of flowing and like bursting up and then settling back down along what looks kind of like molten rock. And in this area, you'll see like an entire circle of this boiling blood. And in that circle, the circle is broken by a small stone path. And that stone path has a gate made up of bones. And then on the other side of that gate is a circle, like a kind of a pedestal that sits up about 5 feet off the ground. That is maybe, we'll call it about 45, 50 feet wide in diameter, just a big circle. And upon that circle sits, feeling very out of place, a straw wooden cottage that is standing upon 2 chicken legs. And at this porch, sitting out in front of the cottage, is an old hag, large looming, kind of looking like the size of Audra almost. Very broad shoulders, completely draped in a cloak. Mostly what you see is just a large nose, large chin kind of sticking out almost like a crescent moon. And perched upon top of the cottage are a bunch of purplish devils, each with just filled with spikes and wings all around. Each of them looking roughly goblin-sized, but far more menacing than what a goblin would look like. And that is what you see in front of you as we come in to this hellish landscape. And just kind of rocking in her chair is this hag who looks over at you and says, "Oh, you've come down here, have you? Well, hopefully you enjoy this place as well as I have. I've grown quite accustomed. Hell is truly wasted on the fiends. I think I make this place a much better home than they do. And these devils, these spiked devils, are far better minions than little goblins are. But if you want to see the grand tour, you'll have to come inside." And she's just going to stand up from her little perch, or stand up from her little, what do you call it, her rocking chair, and she's just going to walk inside to the hut, open the door, and then close it behind her. And now it's up to you to decide what you want to do.
Dang. What's over there? I'm sorry, Richard, what's over there?
What's over what? Where?
Anywhere but here. What is anywhere but
He's
here?
trying to pull a fast one on you. Quick,
Just
everybody
a
delete your
whole bunch
tokens.
of
We can't fight it
molten
if we're
rock.
not here.
Just a whole bunch of molten rock everywhere.
Oh man, so this is the only way
I
to
would
go.
say it feels very hot, and you just feel you just smell the constant sensation of sulfur all around.
Is it comforting?
No, it feels quite uncomfortable. It feels, except for maybe to Anwar, it feels unbearably hot, and it does really feel hot to you right now, Hunter.
Well, I guess this means you're still
there
infernal
is
on the
some-
inside, Hunter.
I would say that there is a part of you that this feels somehow familiar. There's something that feels like, hey, at least this is a return to maybe you've had dreams in a setting like this before. There's something that feels a little familiar and comforting in this environment, despite how oppressively hot and draining it is.
Gotcha.
The cottage on chicken legs, however, feels terrifying.
Yeah.
That's a really upsetting
The,
vision. Well done.
the spined devil, or the spiked devils are all just kind of perched up top, looking at you, waiting to see what you're gonna do.
Do they look like they're guard dogs or flying monkeys?
Yeah, a little bit of flying monkey guards, so to speak. They're not flying over and attacking you at this point, though.
As we start to take some steps forward, Audra is going to... I don't recall if it's, Sorry, 1 second. As you look at the... Okay, it is that. She's going to, as quietly as possible, since it's a verbal spell, just do a little thing and cast some aid as we're moving forward. She's going to give it to herself this time. As well as, looks like Hunter and Chimera are, like, she sees them in front of her, so she's going to hit them, because it's only 3 targets.
Okay.
And
So
which
for
one is that?
Aid, so your current HP and max HP are going up by 5.
Cool.
Rain is gonna, feeling not very safe, cast Mage Armor on herself, and also she's going to bless the 3 people in front. So Audra, Hunter, and Chimera.
Nice. Hashtag blessed. And that's a D4 for rolls.
D4 for attacks and saving throws.
Cool.
Okay. Well, yeah, gonna bite the bullet here and approach, kind of.
All right. As you get close to that bone gate, you're gonna see all of the spiked devils kind of perk up and look over, like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? And they just like kind of start licking their lips, and just it seems like they're growing in anticipation.
Anything cool or weird about the gate? Anything that's...
You can make a perception on it or investigation.
Well, my investigation sucks, so I'm gonna roll a perception, which didn't do well.
It looks like they're human bones.
Hmm.
Or tiefling bones, or some kind of humanoid bones.
I'm gonna look up at the one of the imps and whistle for it. Kind of nod it over.
Like to bring it over?
Yeah, like you would a dog.
Okay. I guess roll persuasion. Let's see if we'll get it to work.
2 11s.
It just gives a little. And then it'll just follow with a.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, those things are definitely gonna swarm us when we cross the gate, right?
Oh, most definitely, darling. You want to open it and switch spots or something?
I'll pull my 2 daggers out and like kick the gate open.
Take your 2 daggers out and kick the gate open.
Mm-hmm.
88
Quicklings.
quicklings come out.
Nope, you're hilarious.
That's the D&D version of 99 red balloons.
Sorry.
88 quicklings.
No, I do not.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna kick the gate open. I need people to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay. I knew I should have dropped
with
all my buffs
wisdom to
immediately.
run, kick dust in the bump.
Damn it, my freaking initiative
again,
always
really?
sucks.
I'm gonna imagine the version playing in Hunter's Head is the Goldfinger cover of that song.
Oh,
Goldfinger.
when I was
That's-
saying it
those are the
wrong,
guys
I
who were
was
in, like,
actually
the Tony
saying it
Hawk
right.
soundtrack.
It is a spine devil.
I guess I should have proclaimed a held action, but that's fine. I'm pretty high in the initiative.
Ooh, I'm gonna use a new
Richard,
spell on
you
this fight.
say we're doomed.
Oh, you gonna play some Doom music? This is a good time for Doom music.
I really. Am I the only one who thought that URL ended in boner fam? What's
See,
up?
now that I look at it, I don't
What's
think
up,
you're
boner
wrong.
fam? You're
I
watching
mean,
more D&D.
most of my URLs end in boner fan, so
Yeah. It's on my T-shirt.
It's a solid URL.
I got Nazar got a 13 again.
Solid.
Again, I know. Not great.
let's
Oh,
say,
you know what I can do, actually? I am going to use ambush.
ooh,
Okay.
19.
Nice. Okay.
Doom is rocking.
Wouldn't that be
turn that
18?
up a little bit.
18, yes. Sorry.
Not that it matters, but. Okay, so I got. Who am I missing? Chimera?
I got a 5.
Oh, 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not me. Her. My bad.
My initiative.
Alrighty.
falls all the time.
So you have kicked the gate open, and now it is Hunter. It's your turn. So you can go ahead and you kick the gate open, and what do you do?
I'm going to rush up 20.
Okay.
Hurl one of my daggers at the one of the incoming imps.
All right, go ahead and tell me which one.
Whichever the
These are definitely beefier than imps. These are some spine devils.
ones that did the come hither boy. The come hither.
Okay, we'll just call it this one.
Guess I can't. Okay.
That hits.
Why does it keep? I'm sorry. That's supposed to only roll once. This mouse has been kind of funky.
Okay, so that's 4 damage to it.
It should be 4 damage.
All right, you hit it in the arm, and the dagger doesn't quite go in. It kind of like clips it, and then it kind of screeches out, but then the dagger goes flying kind of down and kind of skirts off the side of the cottage. But you hurt it a little bit.
And then I did what? 15 feet already, so that's 30. I'm gonna start cutting around. 30. Ah! Dang it. 35, 40. That should be about 40. And I'm gonna bonus action dash.
Okay.
Boom. Yeah, just go to the opposite end of the house. So like kind of
We
lead
just
them on
lose
a
sight of Hunter.
goose chase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Agonazar.
So, the ambush proved very helpful because I needed them all in one comfortable spot. So as their kind of eyes are all tracking Hunter, Anwar's going to whip his arm around and kind of like, I describe it as the noob tube from Call of Duty, the little grenade pack. He's going to launch it on the bottom of his arm, and it's going to poof, fire over, and I believe I can get the 4 of these guys on this side in a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
I cast Fairy Fire.
Nice.
Nice.
As it explodes
Alright, so
over them,
that's-
and gold, orange, red falls onto each of them. I need a
4
deck
deck.
save on all of them.
Sword. They all fail.
Beautiful.
Could I get a nice orange dot on all of them, please?
Oh, orange. Yep. Alrighty. That's automatic sneak attack on all of them now, Hunter, now that they've all got advantage. Alright.
And Anwar is going to. I guess he's kind of good as he is right here, but he'll go ahead and he'll just kind of get. No, he's parking right there for now. We'll let the tanks do their thing. He's still in his stealth armor.
Alright, I'm just gonna put on this Doom music real quick.
It is perfect.
Yep.
Ooh, and
Okay.
Hunter even has his
All right.
grappling hook, just like Doom Guy.
Oh man, is that a bonus act?
Definitely, at least the guys on the corner here are gonna fly around. Let's see, what is that?
So did you not win your initiative? Oh no, it's a flat 2. Okay. I really thought I was last. Oh, here they come. They look like they're synchronized swimming.
They can't. Yeah, they can't quite make it, so I think what they're going to do is they're just going to fly down to there and hold actions. And this guy, I think, is going to sneak around to the other side, seeing what Hunter was doing.
You better scream if you need healing back there, so I can scream a healing word back.
I mean, the house is standing up. They should
oh
probably be able
shit!
to hear it.
Oh shit! No, they have more movement than I thought they did.
Actually, Richard, that's a good point that Andrew just said. Because the house is on legs, we can see Hunter back there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you can totally see him
Okay.
running around back. Yep. That is a good point. One. So I guess 2 of these guys are gonna go in there, but one of them is going to go straight for Chimera, while the other 2 kind of hang
Alright.
back and ready their actions. So Hunter, you are flanked by 2 of them, and another one is going to try to get you from over. Actually, you know what? They're not going to flank you. They're all going to fly up around you, but none of them are going to sink down to your level. Yeah, this is actually what all of them are going to do.
Like
I forgot they had a
morally?
ranged attack. So that would. They're probably going to be more like this. So yeah, there's going to be a flyby from 3 of them. They are all going to shoot out some of their spikes. They're going to do like a barrel roll, and they're going to shoot out spikes from their spines, heading straight towards you. So this will be, what's your AC?
Not high, so I hope they roll low. 14.
Okay. One will crit and one will hit, then one will miss. So max damage on the crit too. Well, at least for the piercing, that is 10 piercing to you, along with along with 4 fire damage to you. So a total of 14 from the crit. And then from the other hit, that will be 3 piercing and another 4 fire. So another 7. So a total of 21 points to you. As they swoop all around, just start shooting these spiked these spikes that just kind of shoot out of their back, and they hit you. When they hit you, they burn. And Chimera, since you're out front, the 3 of these guys are all going to do the same. They're going to fly over. They're going to like kind of spin around, and just like a volley of tail spikes are going to shoot out your way.
Sure.
None of which will hit you. You have a high enough AC, and they didn't roll that great that turn.
I'm guessing
So that's them.
I'm guessing with the skirmisher feat, where I can move up to half my speed as a reaction, that assumes I still have movement left.
Does it say you have to?
I mean, this is the language.
Nope. No, you could just do that.
All right, cool. I'm gonna.
However, they've all got ranged attacks. Well, you could go ahead and do whatever. So go ahead and
Yeah, I'm
do what
gonna
you're gonna do.
run under the house.
The crit was
20.
the first one that would have hit you.
Oh.
Okay, now I need to determine if... Let me re-roll just to see if this one's gonna hit, because I'll give you somewhat cover, because it's got to fly down and like shoot underneath that. So let me... That crit will hit you,
Mhm.
but then the second one would have missed, and the third one would have been the one, so let me see if it still hits. Misses! So, thanks to your skirmisher, you do not take that 7 damage that happened on the second hit. So yeah, you get hurt really bad, you immediately kind of duck under the house, run underneath it, and you were just like right next to one of the chicken legs. And alright, yeah, so it misses. And all of them missed Chimera. So, Rain, you're up.
Well, they're all lined up in a row, so she's gonna throw an ice knife right at the middle one. And they're all fairy
Okay, yeah,
fired.
I'd say they're all flying up about 15 feet above the air, but yeah, they're all right next to each other.
Yeah, they're within range. Ice knife is 60 feet.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Oh.
I'm glad it was at advantage.
Yes, I saw the one and I figured the worst.
Oh, that's so little damage though.
Uh,
God, that's so annoying.
You definitely hit... You hit the first one, and that does 1 piercing damage. The ice knife
Yeah.
itself doesn't hurt it that much.
But then it explodes
let
and
me
they
just
all take
look at
6
their
cold.
Conditions real quick. All right.
That's such a dope
so let me
spell.
roll
That's so
3 dexter. 1 succeeds. We'll just say the one on the left succeeds. The other 2 fail.
Okay.
Do the others take? Does the one that succeeded take half or none?
Yes, it takes half. Oh, sorry, never mind. No,
alrighty then.
it just avoids it. My bad.
Okay, so dude on the left here still has not been hurt at all. Both of these guys have been hurt. This guy's been hurt twice now. Alrighty. So, anything else you do on your turn?
No.
Okay. Next up then is Audra.
Okay. So you said these 3 are flying, Richard?
They are.
So if I were to move past them, would that be an opportunity attack for them or no?
I'd say they're flying high enough in the air that it would not.
Okay. Well, she's Audra's going to start moving forward. And as she does, just yell out, just, Hunter, do you need help? Are you hurt?
Yeah.
So I'm going to get to there.
Just from underneath the porch. Help!
Yeah. So I'm going to get to there. I am going to hold a use of Cure Wounds. That's as far as I can get with my movement. And so I'm going to tell him, like, I'm going to hold Cure Wounds till he can reach me and just yell out, come here, I'll help you.
Alright. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright, Chimera, you're up.
They're 15 feet off the ground, you said? I'm gonna yeet my my shield at them.
Cool.
There it is. With
I love-
advantage on all of them.
I love my shield, okay?
She should be like, oh no, I can't hurt you. How will I? Boom.
Oh no! Oh wait, you said it. Yeah, because it carried fire. So attacking
Okay.
what?
let's see that crit.
Fuck that noise. What the hell? It's fine. It's at advantage.
15.
Yeah.
15 hits.
Cool. And then it goes shing over to the second one. Oh my god, this is how this is gonna be.
15 hits.
Hey,
It's still hitting.
Come on. Jesus H. Well, they
Hits,
hit it.
hits,
anyway.
hits again. All 3 hit. Boom, boom, boom.
And
You
they're
get all 3 of
all-
them.
2d6 bludgeoning. So from left to right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Um,
Just one second. You effectively hit all of them, and they just kind of get stunned for a second. But you do not take any of them down.
Brief clarification on the whirlwind shield. That's all 3 charges, right? Like just right there. Is that a charge?
No.
Is per hit? Okay. Wait, it's not?
it's you have one. use
No,
per
it was-
short rest.
Okay.
One
okay.
one per short rest, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So that takes care of that. As a bonus action, I would like to manifest my echo.
Okay.
Or actually, I want to go so I want to be like right around here, like underneath them, like getting ready to run. Or no, let's go just one step closer. Then Echo Chimera shows up. 15. Shit. Well, we'll try anyway. At least gets rid of an action. And she's gonna 5, 10, 15. Yep. So I'm gonna summon her and she's gonna keep running.
All right. Hunter, you're up. You're underneath a. Oh, we're at 22. Okay. We're at 22 right now. All right.
Old neck
Yeah.
earbuds for you.
Absolute. Not a fan of that terminology. Yeah, I'll rush up and swap to my bow and kind of get in your touching range. Also don't like that.
Don't like that
And,
phrasing either.
Yeah, right? And I'm gonna loose an arrow at this one.
I
All
do
right,
not.
So yeah, Audrey, you can go ahead and roll for.
Do
your
I need to
rounds.
declare what level I'm casting it at when I hold it, or like what's okay.
No, you can just go ahead and you can choose what level.
Okay, you're getting a level 2.
Nice.
12
I
HP
need it.
back.
Thank you.
Nice. 12 HP was very needed. 15 hits. And you get sneak attack.
Absolutely. So there's that, and there's sneak attack. Cool. So that's 19 damage.
Which one you aiming for? This one's the least hurt. It kind of goes in a line of how hurt they are.
Oh, I was aiming for this guy.
You shoot it right through the back of its neck, and the arrow goes out the front of its neck, and it falls dead.
Sweet. And then
Nice.
I will kind of tip my cap to my invisible cap to Audra and point the grapple gun up at the roof here and zip myself
Oh, nice.
up to the door.
Come back if
Nice.
you need more.
All right, Aganazar.
Wait.
Anwar looks and sees his shield in play, and he sees his grappling hook gun being used, and behind his helmet, you can see a glimmer of one single tear fall down his face. It's like, it's beautiful. It's so
The
scientifically
shield
beautiful.
and the shield and the grappling hook used within 6 seconds.
So how are these two over here looking?
Not super. They've been banged up a bit.
Okay. Well, Anwar's gonna go kind of run past Chimera, and then he's gonna kind of like, not a coward, not a coward, not a coward, and he was gonna slide right underneath the two of them. And with both of his hands raised, he is going to cast a cacophonous Thunder Wave.
Cool.
You
Use
should
the
be able to attack
Thunder
both of
Wave.
them.
I like that.
So I need 2 con saves.
All right. They both fail.
They both take 9 thunder damage, and they are pushed 10 feet away from me. So they're actually lifted into the air. But I don't know if they fall back down or what exactly. Maybe they need to right themselves.
Okay, so they get. They are extremely hurt at this point. The guy who was. Yeah, I'm gonna move him back, and this guy is gonna get moved back as well. Both of them are extremely hurt at this point. They just both seem zapped, and it seems like they're starting to fall out of the sky a little bit. And with that, they are going to catch themselves as they begin to fall, but then they're kind of duck under, do like kind of a somersault, and head over, and both of them are going to try to attack you with their tail spines. Neither of them are going to hit.
Now, I use my shield,
This
but
guy's going to
I'll-
swim over.
I'll use it.
So we're going to come over.
I feel like Doom music was appropriate now that we're not immediately stuck.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I might have to replay that.
Yeah, I had to hit the loop. It's all
But
good.
no.
That usually happens in combat.
So these guys are gonna like kind of circle around, start spinning around. They're gonna attack the first 3 people that they see that are either on the stairs or up on the pedestal here. So one's gonna go at Hunter, one's gonna go at the Echo, and one's gonna go at Audra.
Okay.
And they're still gonna remain fairly up high in the sky.
Are these
Oh,
ranged
and I should
attacks
also
that
say
they're
these
doing?
guys would probably fly over. What was that?
These have all been ranged attacks, right?
Yep.
Okay.
First one towards Hunter will miss. Towards the Echo will hit. Bye-bye, Echo. And the one towards Audra will miss.
Cool.
Echo goes away. All right, but that's their turn. They didn't get very much with that. Rain, you're up. 2 are currently flying like right over the boiling blood at this point.
You're muted on your board.
Unfortunately, I can't hit them both, but let's at least Ray of Frost one of them.
Yep.
Alright, so Ray of Frost on the one closer to me.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, just fuck me then. Never mind.
No, actually, we will roll again. I'll use Bountiful Luck.
Rain is frozen and is out
Oh
of...
shit!
Now, if you
Yeah,
get
you're
another
within.
one, though,
You're within.
you're out of the
Is
party.
it
You're within.
just one?
Yeah. You're within 30 feet, so yes, you can do it.
Oh, my
Chimera,
God.
you. It'll
Bless your
land
mom.
on that too.
It did.
Chimera, so you got a sense of the spell misfiring and heading directly towards you, and it's just like, no. I mean,
Out of here.
shift course to where Rain got the spell going off better, and so that's a 12 plus
6.
6.
So that will definitely hit. That'll definitely hit this one.
8 cold damage.
So that's 8 cold damage. It freezes over and just nosedives into the boiling blood and is dead.
Dope.
She is gonna move up a little bit, I guess. Not that she can help much in close range, but why not? And that's where she'll end her turn.
All right, Audra.
Alright. Now, I'm trying to recall that the hag was in the chair, but is now, like, inside the house, presumably?
Yep, the hag walked into
Okay.
the house.
Okay. I'm just thinking about what's still to come.
Yep.
Okay. Then in that case, I will not do... Yeah, Okay, yeah, I'm gonna not do. Well, I'm gonna save something for later then. I'm going to spin up. I think my my magic other sword. So that's going to appear. It can appear 60 feet from me, so I can just make it appear in the sky.
Yep.
And it's going to appear. I'm gonna like look up at the at this one up here near me, next to the blade, and like I'm gonna swing, and like in the sky, it's gonna like swing in parallel with me.
Nice.
Yep. And it is my. Sorry, I always forget what it needs to be. Okay, spell attack. Got it. Okay. And fairy fire, so glad we have fairy fire. So 16, is that a hit?
That hits.
Awesome. And it's gonna do this much damage. That's good damage.
Ooh, that is good damage. It is the first hit on this thing. It's a good damage. It makes it kind of fall back as it gets dealt force damage, and it's gonna kind of do a backflip and like kind of swing under and go under the sword and go towards Audra next turn.
Okay.
So all right, that's a really good solid hit on it.
So summoning and swinging the sword is technically all one bonus action. Therefore, I can cast a cantrip, and I'm also going to Sacred Flame that one that's floating.
You've already done a bonus action though, right?
Right, Sacred Flame is an action. The spiritual weapon,
But
it's a bonus to cast. When you cast spiritual weapon, one bonus action is summoning and attacking. That's all one.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's a lot
All right,
for a
then yeah.
bonus action, but that is all one bonus action.
All right, yeah, then yeah,
Yeah.
you can totally do that.
So Dex save from the fairy fired one,
All right,
and my DC is a 13.
it fails.
Okay, so it's going to take 7 radiant damage as a beam just like shoots down from the sky right into it.
It surprises it because it's like, aha, flames when our hour ends. But it's still shooting through the flames and it is very badly hurt at this point. It's kind of charred all
Dope.
over, but it's still flying towards you, getting ready to shoot off one.
Okay,
But it is extremely hurt at this point.
cool.
Chimera, there's still one that is directly to the right of you, and then there's the 3 that are up near the cottage.
I have. If I like yeet a hand axe, I'm still gonna have it in the prime material, right? Like I'm gonna have it once we are.
Yeah.
Fucking tight. I'm yeeting an axe then.
Okay.
Should I not be tracking ammo?
You don't need to worry about it unless you're going to use all of them while you're in here.
When it's at advantage. Not 12. Holy shit. There we go. And I go. Yeet.
I don't know about you, but my plan was to keep shooting arrows from the fog lord.
Hey, 18.
You hit.
Arrows from the fog door, that used to be able to. You could cheese the man eaters in the original
Can-
Demon Souls with that.
Max damage. Yeah, you throw that. It goes right in the center of the head. Kills it, and it falls down into the boiling blood.
I'm gonna
Nice.
make my way forward, and as I do, I'm like muttering under my breath, like, "See, I could have totally taken out those quicklings. Damn it! Like, like this is fine." 5, 10, 15, 5, 30. And as a bonus action, I probably did this in the incorrect order. Am I allowed to? Oh no, I haven't done that yet. Can I summon my Echo and have her attack, or should I have done that first? Probably should have done that first. You take the attack
It's up to you,
action.
you still have a
Make one
bonus
additional
action.
melee. Okay. I don't think I can attack with her this round just because the way I did it, but I'm absolutely bringing her back.
Okay.
We're gonna throw her over there.
All right. Hunter, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and look. I really want the sneak attack damage, but I also want to not get hit. Okay. I'm going to shoot an arrow at this one.
This one, not the one with fairy fire.
The one with fairy fire. That one's almost dead and heading to Audra, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this
Well-
one's not been hurt yet. This one's not been
Oh,
hurt
I see
yet.
how
Yep.
it is. She can take it.
They're still flying up above though, so it would not be you would not get the 5-foot
Yeah.
help thing.
Okay, I will go for the advantage.
Okay,
The fairy fired one. I'm glad I did.
you hit. Yep, you hit.
And sneak. So that's 14.
You shoot it right through the heart and falls down, thuds down onto the ground right in front of you.
And I will bonus action dodge.
All right.
Wait, I can do that, right? No.
I don't know.
Dash,
No, I think you have
engage,
bonus action
hide, or aim.
hide.
Dang, I always forget about that. Okay,
Are you not a high enough level for? Oh, that's a monk thing.
yeah. Well, in that case, can I open the door?
Yeah.
When I open the door, what's in there?
When you open the door,
The same quick links.
you quicklings.
We're cool, right?
You see a complete. You look in, and you see a completely barren room. All that's there is a little wicker rocking chair, a rug, a little fireplace area. You do not see the witch anywhere, but what you do see is a door on each wall. You see a completely black door. You see a wooden door with embers burned into it, like wood burning. You see embers into it. And then on the right-hand side, you see another wood burn into a door that has a much more complex magic symbol on it. And that is what you see with your turn. And
I'm guessing I can't bonus action hide in plain sight.
I mean, you could shut the door behind you and just be in there.
No, I'm not going to do that. That sounds like an awful
Roger's got
idea.
this. He closed the door behind him. Let's just leave him, and he'll figure it out from there.
You're
the
screaming
record, I
from
didn't-
inside of the house.
For the record, I didn't open and like barge in. I just like, what's behind this door?
Oh, you just like, okay. Well, creeping open and looking through, that's what you see. No witch to be found, no hag to be found.
Dang, I really wish I could. Okay, well, I don't think I can do anything with the bonus action for now. Then,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I just
All right. Anwar, you're up.
Are there two left?
There are 2 left. 2 that have not been touched.
Great. All
And
right.
neither have fairy fire on them.
Great. All right. Well, Anwar's going to charge up the lightning cannon on his chest, and he's going to make an attack at one.
Okay. Oh, does he still have the lighter armor?
Yeah, I haven't switched it out yet.
Okay.
13 to hit.
13. Phew, and it just barely grazes by. It does not hit them.
Dang it. All right. I like that. Bless. Then yeah, he'll just kind of keep moving around over here and just take a defensive spot right over here.
Okay. Seeing how quickly Hunter has gotten to the door, these guys are going to change tactics. They're going to swoop down on him, flanking him, and they are no longer resorting to keeping their distance and using their spines. They are each going to claw and try to bite him. So first here, the 2 claws coming from them. Your AC is 14, 13?
it's 14.
Okay, both of those will hit. Um,
Dang.
so
Well, the
if you
first
would
one
like
that
to
hits, I'm gonna be
move
running.
after
Yeah.
after one of those. Okay. So let me roll damage on that first one real quick. We'll say this was the claw.
Richard, if you want to hop in and out again after these attacks for lag, I can switch it over. Or
Nope.
do it right now. Okay.
Okay, so that is 4 damage to you. And you're gonna start running.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna run back off, leap down, kind of tuck and roll, and hide behind Chimera.
Okay. So with that, they're going to use the rest of their movement. They're going to have to get through the chimeras in order to get to you. So this guy's going to go over and this was the one that clawed at you, and then you get away and it's like, no! And he's going to run over, but Chimera's in the way, so he's going to try to bite Chimera. That is going to miss. And this one is going to try to claw at the Echo before moving. That is a miss, and it's going to try to bite at the Echo. Also going to miss. Okay, so they're busy with the chimeras right now. Rain.
Well, let's make it a little bit easier for people not to get hurt. So, the one in front of Chimera, I'm going to cast Frostbite on it. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
What's your save?
14.
It fails.
Okay. So it takes 5 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack it makes.
Nice. Okay.
And then Rain will move up. Yeah, let's move up here. Give some support.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Solid move. Audra.
I'm just gonna run.
You've now got 2 that are ground level.
Yep, I'm just gonna run right up to this one, and using some more cleric stuff, I am going to attack twice with my sword.
All right.
Because I can do, well, 9 and a 15, or either of those hits.
15 hits.
Okay. Have these two been touched?
This one is not. The other one just got hit.
All right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's tack on my thing and make it 2 hits. Let's tack on my my channel divinity there.
Okay.
So the sword like glows super bright as I slash in. Probably stays bright since I'm using my special war priest thing too. So okay, it's gonna do this damage. Let me make sure I did that right. Okay. Yep. 17. It's good damage.
That is really good damage. It nearly kills it. It kind of falls down, and it's kind of like it's got one of its arms is like, let's say you cut an arm off with that. That's just so much damage on one hit.
Sick.
I'd say you cut an arm off, and it's just kind of like bleeding out this ichor.
She like looks at the arm, looks back at it, looks back at the arm, looks back at it, and just. All right, that's me.
Alrighty.
Oh, I forgot I've had bless this whole time. Maybe can I retroactively roll my bless on that?
You already used your thing that gave
Okay.
you all that stuff.
All right.
Chimera,
Maybe I
you're
didn't
up.
need my bless. Oh no.
I totally forgot about Bless.
I know. You know what? Mathematically, I probably still needed it, so never mind.
Yeah, you probably need it anyway.
Can I
forgetting.
reach it with my long sword?
Yeah, totally. It's definitely a ground level.
Alright.
It's tried to bite and claw you and stuff.
We shall attack. First one is going to be Chimera. Second one is going to be the Echo.
Okay.
6 for both. Okay, so Chimera. Bless, why not?
14 does
I
hit.
just remembered. Oh, does it? Well, shit. All right, cool. And then for Echo Chimera.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Yee. Okay. So that's Chimera. Oh wait.
It's a good solid hit. You slash it right across. It's really not looking good now.
Sorry, I'm an idiot. Okay. Sure. That's the Echo.
Nice.
And Echo just cleaves its head right off.
And then I would like her to move forward, and we.
What was that?
Oh, okay, sorry. I was testing something and I didn't realize it would go through. My bad.
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
someone like leaned back on a dog toy. Yeah, we hear it.
No, I'm not gonna action search. That might be it.
I was trying to set up a soundboard for Chimera for later because I found this.
Hunter, this
Nice.
is the last of them, and he doesn't look good. Do you want to see if you can finish it off?
Absolutely, I do. I'm gonna pull my beer out, rush up, and stabby.
All right.
What's the modifier with it being flanked?
You're not flanking from this angle. It's just Chimera and her Echo.
Okay, it is. It is. I'm gonna go ahead and use my battle maneuver die.
All right.
Very nice.
Do you have precision?
Turn it into an 18.
That's what it's for. Yeah, you
Exactly.
get in there and you get just the right spot. And describe
Yeah.
how you kill it.
Up the
I think
butt.
it's like scratching and clawing, trying to land some purchase on Chimera, and I just like swoop in from the side, grab it, and just skewer it. Like not too
Nice.
fast, just like a just right in there.
From Chimera's point of view,
Nice.
to see like a blade just emerge like through this thing's mouth.
And then it'll
And
out and then
we,
toss it into the lava.
and we are officially out of combat.
Wow. Right when the music wrapped up too. That was nice.
Now I'm on that creepy haunted house music.
Yeah, same. The devil got decapitated.
Can I just say, we handled Hunter's demons, his inner demons, way better than whatever is living in Chimera's house.
Way better. Like, considerably so.
Well, at least we can take care of one thing.
Yeah. Let's head on up, I guess.
Yep.
Wait, Hunter, how are you
Yeah,
doing?
the good
You
thing.
Need some... Need patched up a little bit? We don't know what's in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I could use a little.
We don't know what the earth's in there.
Yeah, I could use a little boost.
Well, who's doing the patching here?
I have one special tool left. I'd like to keep it, just in case.
Come here, Hunter.
Lay it on me.
This is just gonna be a level 1.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Would you like
Oh,
another?
yeah. No, that's perfect. That takes me just under my tops.
All right. Well, is she inside the house?
No one's in there. Here's a few doors, pedestal. Come on up. Give you a grand tour.
Doors to what? How long's Bless around for, by the way?
Minute.
A minute?
What's that?
So by the time we like choose a door and go in, it'll be gone.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you'll re-up it, but just
I can.
noting. Okay.
Hunter, do these things mean anything to you?
I mean, symbolism in everything, right? I'm gonna reach out with my feelings, and kind of get vibe checks on all these things.
I'd like to religion check this symbol, if I could.
Okay. Religion check, and Hunter, you just want a vibe check?
Yeah, what do I roll to check the vibe?
What?
We still hear
Why
those,
don't
Artem.
you give it insight then?
Insight. Interesting. Baseline.
Something feels oddly familiar about this. Hard to pinpoint what. There's something like something triggers something that feels kind of like deja vu or something, but you really don't know what. Audra, was that 13 your religion check?
That was religion, yeah.
Okay. You feel fairly certain that this is not a religious symbol.
All right. I always love that result of the roll.
Wow.
I mean, no, it's fair, but that's always just a funny for like that or like Arcana when it's like you're fairly certain it's not magic is always a funny result.
Yeah,
Can I Arcana the symbol?
sure can.
Hunter, you said none of these symbols mean anything to you, the flame
I
or
mean-
the whatever this is.
Oh, that's not what I said. But I don't know. It's like can't put my finger on it. It's like
Yeah. Rain, you would have seen symbols like this every once in a while, while doing your job of cataloging various things. You would recognize this as a symbol that thaumaturgists would use. It actually has a name. It is called. Sorry, let me pull it up. It is a hermetic circle.
Well, she says all of that, looking at it. the rest of the group.
what's up with the rug?
Thaumaturgy.
Oh, sorry.
That's a tiefling trait, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the fire, the inner fire, that could be relating to your resistance, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Brain, you said this is a hermetic seal, so we can't hear what's going on in there, and vice versa.
Hermetic circle. Not quite what you're thinking.
Oh. Well, Hunter, this is your mind.
Well, that's depressing. I'd like to investigate the chair and the pedestal.
It's not so much a pedestal. That there is a it's a little fireplace.
Oh,
It's a
my
little
bad.
stove fireplace thing. There's some wooden logs in there, and there's a fire going in there. It's crackling a little bit. And go ahead and roll investigation on the chair.
Mhm.
It appears a bit too large for you. Seems like it's designed
box.
for someone with a big old bottom, and just feeling it to the touch, it feels warm, like it's been sat in recently.
Do I recognize the carpet? Or the rug?
Go ahead and roll for that.
That's another investigation?
I'll just give you that without investigation. The
All right.
13. I would actually say you recognize it as a rug that was outside for sale when you first met Kamira at her shop. So somewhere that got stuck in your psyche, and there it is.
What's under the rug?
Roll for
You
initiative.
pull out and see.
Yeah, I'll
You-
start rolling it up.
Pull off the rug. All right, you start rolling out the rug, and underneath you find nothing.
And you said, so these are 3 doors with the different symbols. This one's just all black. This one's got fire on it. This one's...
Yep.
I imagine it means that there's a path to each one. I'm gonna touch the doorknob on this here fire door.
You touch it, and it feels really hot to the touch.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way.
Okay. I mean, dream logic. I don't know, man.
I mean, generally, when you touch a doorknob and it's, fire hot,
Fire on the other
it's
side.
generally a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Along the fire, and the fire's burning. Do I see any inscriptions or anything?
Nope. That's the only inscription, is just the wood burning of a flame.
Ryan, I thought you were going to say something.
I was going to say I could try and open the door for you.
I don't know. I get the feeling it's one of those can only open the door for yourself in here. Something like that.
All right, boys, you heard him. He's got it all from here. We'll be on our way. Hunter, let us know when you work out your psychological. We on the outside. Okay.
Well, no.
You said
I'm
that
not
there was
sure
a
what
fire
I'm-
in the fireplace, in the hearth, the hearth.
Yep. There is.
Can we maybe try to put that out?
Yeah.
When are you magic people? Can you put this out?
Rain's gonna shape some water from her water flask into the stove. Shh.
All right. It goes out.
No changes in the room aside from that?
Nope.
Balls!
changes.
Light it back up. I don't care.
It's quite steamy in here now.
I'm going to reach out.
It's a good idea.
I'm going to reach out with my muscle memory from thaumaturgy and try to have
Uh-huh.
the fire door, like, fly open.
All right. Roll a D100.
Oh, those go well. So that's a
Wow.
12.
That's the lowest D100 tonight.
Tonight.
You try to go, and just nothing at all happens, and it feels really depressing to you. You're just overwhelmed with oh.
Are you sure you wouldn't like some help with the door? Like, we could do it safely.
She said it wasn't going to be easy, though. I'm going to just get pumped and walk over and just twist the knob and fling it open.
All right. You do that, and you open it up, and immediately fire shoots out at you. As you give a whole bunch of oxygen into this, essentially, and it just rushes right over. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
So why?
Whoa.
That is really good.
This room ain't the only
But
thing
I'm gonna
hot
give it
tonight.
to you that you're only gonna. I'm gonna say you only take a third of this instead of half because you nat 20'd it.
What?
As the fire erupts, you would have taken 13. Instead, you only take 4. You only take
Right.
4 fire damage. You
Nice.
quickly back up out of there, slamming the door shut behind you.
Part of me was
Or
just
if you don't slam the
expecting-
door shut, it's just gonna magically.
Oh god, there's such a huge lag. I'm sorry.
That's annoying.
You want to jump in
Well,
and out
let me-
again? Or
I did not realize when in his speech I was talking.
Yeah, I wish we could nip that in the bud.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do other than completely reinstall Discord at this point.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. We can try that for next week.
So I think there's a rush of flame, and Hunter like turns around, is like, all right, it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Oh boy, it's not force of will. It's a puzzle.
What do we have? We have a door to fire. We have a black door. We have a chair. We have a stove, and we have a circle
And we got a carpet.
and a carpet. But the carpet you said is something, a memory from your childhood?
This was first time I met Cammy over here. It's hanging up in the
The-
shop.
Ages to make that damn thing.
Have we tried looking inside the dark door yet?
You want
No,
to try
I'm
that
more
one
scared.
before the thaumaturgy door?
What made us say that it was thaumaturgy?
Rain.
The symbol is used by thaumaturgists, which is like a sub form of magic. Although I think that's where it gets. It's where the thaumaturgy cantrip gets its name from.
Then let's try that one, because... Yeah, let's creak that door open.
Are you
All
trying
right.
this one yourself, or shall one of us?
Again, I could do it safely.
Let's let Hunter do it.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right?
Fire.
I'm
We
gonna
tried
back
that
away
door
from it.
already. If fire's the worst that can happen, we already did it. Still standing, baby. All right. How do I feel
All
when
right.
I
I'll
touch the
heal
door?
you again if I need to.
You feel the door, and it's not hot to the touch or anything. If
It's
anything, when you-
loud
when-
to the
when-
touch.
when you touch it, you feel it kind of rumble and shake a little bit.
That fits. All right. Yeah, let's creak that puppy open.
As you go to creak it open, it's almost as if like a hurricane came in and it slams open, and you look out into a forest that is raining down heavily, and there's thunder and lightning. You just hear a big crack. Boom. All sorts of wind everywhere. Wind's just like gushing through, and it's hard to kind of work your way through. But when you look up, you can see up at the top of the hill is a cottage where you hear screaming, not just any normal kind of screaming, but like shrieks. This is like ring wraith level shrieking of pain and anguish up from this cabin at the top of the hill. And that is where I'm going to leave off for next time.
You bastard.
Okay.
Richard.
Still
Welcome to my
stuck in
brain,
mind.
y'all.
More than just your brain, your mind, your soul, your blood, your
So,
Some turbulence in there.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, that's that.
Yep.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
I'm extremely entertained. All right. Well, that's an episode. We'll have new stuff next week. Not just a new episode, but some new stream stuff, I believe.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun to show off.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Excited to play with that.
it'll be fun. Well, that's another episode. I guess everyone
Yeah.
say bye, and we'll leave.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.